What's up, guys? Volume? Can you guys hear me? Coffee emojis if you guys can hear me. I gotta do a little testing. I can't stand these headphones, but I gotta make sure you guys can hear me. You're good? We're live, man. Anything can happen. We live. We're gonna blow out some mics together anyway, man, so let's rock it. Sounds good on my end. Looks like it's good on your end. Let's get rid of these motherfuckers. What's up, everybody? Get up. Wake up, get up, and get amplified. Red team, go. It's football time again, man. My Green Bay Packers just took an ass whooping. You ever get into a fight and you just take an ass whooping? It was not your day. You thought you're the fucking baddest motherfucker on the planet, right? We got Aaron Rodgers, the reigning MVP. We're gonna whoop some fucking Saint ass. Damn! We haven't taken an ass whooping like that since, well, last season, but that's not the point. My Packers took a whooping. Anyway, Vince McMahon knows it's Monday Night Football time. He knows it's NFL time, man. You see the counter that Vince did last night? You see the thumbnail. You see it in the headlines. You hear the buzz. You hear the chatter. My boy Big E has finally won the WWE Championship, man. On a Monday Night Raw. Should have been on a fucking pay-per-view, so the moment is even more special and bigger and hyped, but... And on top of that, because Vince wanted to counter Monday Night Football, he actually announced the cash-in. He had Big E announce it on his social media. So it definitely takes away. And when we get to the actual main event and when we actually run through this matchup in this review, I'm going to be a little harsh. I'm going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to lie to you. I wish I could lie to you and say that this was done perfectly. I gotta be honest with you guys when I get to this review, as I always am honest. This was done as a reactionary decision, as a Monday Night Football counter, and as an AEW Dynamite demo grabber. He's not happy that the headlines went to 18-49 over to AEW Dynamite in their sophomore year. Vince McMahon's not happy about that. As much as he's in his own little bubble, his own snow globe, every once in a while, somebody like Tony Khan comes around and shakes that snow globe, and Vince McMahon goes flying all around the snow globe. He doesn't like to be flying all around. He doesn't like to be manhandled. That's what Vince tells Tony Khan. So this was a few different reasons, and you don't have to take my word for it, but just look at the facts. 7 days ago, they were announcing Randy Orton versus Bobby Lashley for Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Then all of a sudden, Vince realizes, shit, Monday Night Football is going to garner more than just taking away a point or two. We could dip into the 1-5 in the ratings if we don't do something. And then on top of that, Vince found out that Dynamite took the 18-49 demo. So all this happened 48 hours afterwards, so of course, that's when we started hearing rumblings that match is going to be X-Nade for Extreme Rules, and this match got fast-tracked to last night's main event, and then 24 hours earlier, Big E saying, I'm definitely cashing in to try to get those eyeballs and that attention. So you don't got to take my word for it. I already have my facts. I already know this was reactionary. I already know that this could have been something more special at a pay-per-view, because pay-per-views are supposed to be where special moments occur. Apparently, only Tony Khan has that memo, no longer Vince. Anyway, Big E, I'm going to get to that when we go over the actual review of this match, the main event, and we talk about this more in depth. I'm going to be just full throttle honest, man. But in this cold open, fuck the booking. Okay, we're going to go over that, trust me. I'm going to rip this shit to shreds, justifiably so. But the cold open is dedicated to my boy winning that championship, because I believe for the past 8 years, I think his last big title win was NXT. 2013, maybe? Jer9 Gaming, are you up in here? I believe he beat Seth Rollins in 2013, possibly 2012, but I think it was 2013. Big E defeated Seth Rollins for the NXT title. And I believe that was it. Since then, 8 years, Big E, nada. Tag title after tag title, because Vince found out that the New Day, they put smiles on faces and they can sell some merchandise and they bounce around like some goofballs. Let's dig it. Now, I love New Day, but once it ran its course and it became stale and evident to everybody that they were becoming stale, that's when you have to let Big E go his own way. The last year and a half, they just tugged on, lagged on to something that wasn't there anymore. Even through Kofi Mania, they still attached all three of these dudes. And people like BC were like, dude, let this dude shine. He's amazing. This dude could be a world champion in your company, Vince, if you just give him a chance. Last night, he got that chance, man. We'll go over the booking of it and why it was done and all that. But Big E, man, in that ring when he hit that big ending, man, I feel bad for Lashley. Lashley's booking should be simplistic. He's a beast. He's got a perfect mouthpiece in MVP. Just let him rock the place. I'm not saying he's got to win every match, but if you look at Bobby Lashley's last 10 matches, he's only won, I believe, 3 of 10. Roughly around that. Now, this is a beast, and he is below 50-50 booking. This was your WWE Champion, and this beast, this champion, is below... He's below 50-50 booking. I mean, anybody that doesn't see that, that's a fucking issue, man. I just don't understand, or I don't comprehend what you're not seeing in Bobby Lashley. It's perfection. The guy's a beast. He's got a mouthpiece. Let him win more than he loses. Am I asking too much? Do you honestly think Bobby Lashley isn't that good or he lacks the charisma to be anything special? Again, he's got the mouthpiece. Why is he 3 of 10? As your champion, you just got him in match after match with MVP. And this isn't even just Raw. It's when they tour around the country lately with these super shows, they have them losing while he's attached with MVP. Come on, bruh. We could do better than that, man. Lashley deserves better than that, bro. You know that. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. This is about my boy Biggie winning this son of a bitch. I could not be happier. While you have a lot of people in this community going, since he won the briefcase, this is what I've been calling for. Big E should be winning. Since he won the briefcase, I've been all about Big E. Bro, if you follow this channel, fuck the briefcase. I've been saying for the last several years, Big E's time is now. This is what I mean. I don't jump on bandwagons. Everybody used to diss the Bray Wyatt Fiend gimmick. Meltzy Boy puts it as the worst gimmick of the year, even when he was with Retribution. And then when Bray Wyatt the Fiend gets released, everybody's all of a sudden a Bray fan again, and he's a genius again, and he's so creative, and the Fiend could have worked if he didn't lose X, Y, and Z. BC was telling you every fucking week the guy's the #1 merch grabber, the guy's bringing in the best views on the tube, the guy's bringing in the best spots on Raw. The numbers all got behind Wyatt. Meltzy Boy and his flock of fuckwads, they couldn't get behind it. That ain't my problem. I'm not gonna fucking alter the way I see things going because some other schmuck in the community wants to sandbag them. Fuck that, fuck you. You're on the wrong channel, hit the bricks. I don't jump on bandwagons late just because it's the hot new trend. Biggie, I've been on this wagon for years. And this dude hoisted that championship last night, bro. It could not have been more meaningful for BC unless it was at a pay-per-view. If Lashley wasn't done so damn dirty with that title reign. That's the only way this could be more special for BC. Biggie has busted his ass. 35 years old, I believe this dude is. I'll go back and do my own research, but I believe Biggie is only 35. But in pro wrestling, 1 year can take 4 years off your fucking life. So this dude's 35, been putting in the work well over a decade. 15 fucking years, putting in that work. Last night, he was finally given that torch. Now, is he a transition champ? Does this motherfucker have a 50-50 type booked title reign? Or like Lashley, even worse? Possibly. I hope not. Every single promotion wrestlers, superstars, professional wrestlers from all promotions last night were giving Biggie congratulations. It's amazing to see professional wrestling promotions come together for the real greater good. When professional wrestlers, no matter what your company that you work for or who signed your paychecks, professional wrestlers stood up in every promotion last night and showed that love to Big E. And it's just ironic that it's the fans. We are always the one who are at war with one another. The WWE dick riders, the AEW cocksuckers, and we all just fight each other, right? Meanwhile, over here, the wrestlers are giving each other daps. The wrestlers are giving each other congratulations. The wrestlers are loving what each other is doing. The fans, we're just at one another always. It's kind of ironic that the fans sometimes ruin this shit. What's going on, everybody? Big E is your champion at the ripe age of 35 years old. His first heavyweight title for WWE. Vince McMahon anointed him the champion. And again, Monday Night Football, the 18-49 demo defeating Raw for AEW this week. It all had a hand in this. And there's no reason that just less than 2 weeks from your next pay-per-view, we are having a title change hands. There is zero fucking reason for that. But for this cold open, until we get to that main event later on where we will have to rip this apart a little bit, just a little bit, for this cold open, salute to Big E. That's my boy. He is more than deserving of this. This has been a long time in the works and in the making. It's criminal that he hasn't had a title reign beforehand, but hey, like Big E said after Raw went off the air, he's almost glad that it did go this way. So it's beyond a shadow of a doubt that he earned it and deserves it. I couldn't be more proud of that dude, unless it was done correctly. But for Big E, if you guys want my take on this up front, I am so proud. I am so happy, full of fucking joy for my boy Big E. Congrats, dude. The first salute goes to Big E. Salute. Big E Langston. Now I want to get into this son of a bitch. I see a lot of VIPs. Guys, I'll get to the first round of VIP supers. Let me just get to the first hour so we get the ball really rolling here. There was no pyro to start this show, just a shitty Raw theme song, and Jimmy Smith welcoming us to Raw like he's just been sedated by a horse tranquilizer. Big E comes to the ring, then RK Bro comes to the ring, then Bobby Lashley and MVP come to the ring. Everyone starts yelling at one another. Orton RKO's Lashley. And that's it. That's it. The first 15 minutes of this match. The first 15 minutes of this show was just promoting a championship title match that was just made last week for Extreme Rules and days later changed to last night instead. And then catapulting the cash-in, already telling the fans that there's going to be a cash-in. Again, if you don't think this was to counter a Monday Night Football and to try to get some of that 18-49 demo back from AEW Dynamite, you're a fucking fool. That's not even me calling you a fool. You're literally a fool because you're not looking at the facts. Vince McMahon just made a main event, one of the main events for Extreme Rules 7 days ago. Then they all went into the boardroom meeting Tuesday and Wednesday like they always do, and they discussed, shit, this Monday Night Football game might not just take a point or two away from us. We might not skate away with 1.617. We could dip into a 1.5 and below. So they had to do this, they thought. Because this was only Vince's play, man. He blew his load on this. Because if you take out the Money in the Bank cash-in, all you have left is RK Bro. And that's not going to captivate too many fucking people. This is what happens when you don't create larger-than-life superstars. This is what happens. You blow your load in one fucking hotshot scenario. So he did that last night, and now that's it. He ain't got nothing else in his back pocket, bro. He's got nothing. So this whole first 15 minutes was just to tell us that the match that was for Extreme Rules is now for tonight, and basically let everyone know that we have nothing for you at Extreme Rules. And when we do come up with the title match, it'll be last minute, as in 1 week before. And then you guys wonder why BC gets upset. It's because they put no fucking care into their pay-per-views. You know, that little thing that you're paying money for, either the Peacock network, or maybe you're paying 40, 50 bucks for it on regular pay-per-view. But what the fuck happened to pay-per-views feeling like a special event? Nowadays, Vince doesn't even care to pull the fucking card up right. Nowadays, you don't even have half the card when the pay-per-view hits the airwaves. But I'm just spewing fucking negativity and I'm just flipping out? You think I just want, when the red light goes on, you think I just want to flip out for nothing, man? I love seeing moments like Biggie, a dude deserving of winning the title. I love seeing that, feeling that. But when you have a pay-per-view around the corner, why are you doing this? Out of fear and out of desperation and out of fucking a counter maneuver? You can't do that. You can't do that. Because you can't build someone up by tearing someone else down. I love seeing Biggie get the title. Bobby Lashley shouldn't look like a fucking fool. And that's what he was his whole title reign. 3 of his last 10 matches he won. That's not looking like a fool. Half of the fucking matches plus was tagging up with MVP and still losing. But I do too much research, maybe. I do too much research. I know too many facts. I delve into the history books too often. I have to dumb myself down to make sure that I love all of this. The first 15 minutes of this show absolutely blew. It did nothing to captivate you. And then we go into Charlie Flair versus Shayna Basler. Now, you already know when Shayna Basler is in a match, 2 things are most likely going to happen. Number 1, she's going to lose. Number 2, it's usually going to be via a fruit roll-up. Right? I mean, we all pretty much know that. Fruit roll-up, she's going to lose. Well, last night, of course, she did lose. Shayna Basler doesn't win matches. But something shocking happened. She didn't lose via the fruit roll-up. She did not lose via the fruit roll-up. This was a fucking shocker. However, the finish was still fucking awe-inspiring, ultra-devastating, tragic, and horrible. It was fucking pathetic if your name is Shayna Basler. But this was a contenders match. You know what a contenders match is, right? This is where you get a match with a champion, and if you win it, you get a title match now. So this is like Netflix getting a brand new movie. And the whole thing is, if you watch it on Netflix, we'll also give it to you later in the movie theaters. So you catch it on Netflix, under their own subscription, so it's not free, but if you already have Netflix, you get to watch the movie. And then they're going to put it later in the movie theater, so you have to pay more money to go watch it again. This is the same fucking thing. You're giving the match away 1, 2, 10 times on television, and then you say this is going to be the title match at the pay-per-view if this person can win. That's what a contenders match is. It's just a way to do a rematch. They gave rematches a fancy name. Are you sticking with me? Are you feeling the words that I'm telling you? Right, because you may think I'm just a wild dude on these podcasts. I'm a wild YouTuber. This dude, BC's got energy, man. He drinks a lot of coffee, lots of sugar. But if you listen to my words, there's no lies detected. It's one truth bomb after another. That's what we do on this channel. People that can't handle this type of truth, they hit the bricks. So this is a contenders match. Corey Graves, he says Charlie Flair is the most well-rounded female superstar on the roster, and BC nearly spit out all of his coffee. Sasha Banks would like a word with you, Corey, you silly little idiot. Well-rounded? How do you figure Charlotte Flair is more well-rounded than Sasha Banks? Corey Graves, sometimes dude, I love your heel persona as a commentator. We need that. But some of the things you say makes you sound like such a stupid little idiot. You just need to shutty just a little bit more often. Take your own advice when you tell Saxton to shut up. I know your head is so far up Charlie Flair's ass you're coming out the other side. But bro, well-rounded, you are dissing a lot of females on that roster that'll run circles around Charlie Flair. Don't you dare tell me that Charlie Flair's mic work is that much better than Sasha's, by the way. It's the same robotic presentation. Bow down to your queen. I am your queen. And put that shit on a loop. So then you go to the wrestling. Sasha Banks will run circles around a sumbitch. Truth. You're not gonna diss Sasha Banks like that shit, brah, and think that BC's not gonna fucking let that shit go. You, Corey Graves, say she's the most well-rounded. BC says Sasha Banks. We're going to agree to diss a motherfucking gree. Now, just like the last several weeks with Charlie versus Nia Jax, this is the third straight week we've had a heel versus a heel for Charlie Flair or the women's division. Are you guys understanding that this is unacceptable? This is a problem. 2 weeks in a row of Nia Jax versus Charlie Flair, and then this week, Shayna Basler versus Charlie Flair. They have no idea what to do with Charles. No idea what to do with Charles. After her moonsaults last night, she did one fucking she flipped over the top rope at one point, and she yells, "Let's go Boston!" But I thought you were a heel. I thought you were just dissing Boston earlier and telling everyone to bow down to their queen. Now you're pumping up Boston. Then she does a moonsault. She plays to the crowd again. They have fucked her up so much with so many heel and face turns, they fucked up Charlie Flair, Ashley. The woman who plays Charlie Flair, Ashley, doesn't even know what she is anymore. Am I a heel? Am I a face? Am I a fucking stormtrooper? Am I a fucking Teletubby? Nobody knows. She wakes up thinking she's a fucking Power Ranger for all she knows. Because Vince has fucked her up. She doesn't know what she is anymore. And then you wonder why the crowd can't connect. If you can't connect, maybe it's within that company, maybe it's in the structure that Vince is allowing or not allowing his talent to learn on their own. So he forces them to be a heel, a face, whatever he thinks will latch on, the crowd will latch on to. That's why when she came back from her hiatus, Vince put her right with Asuka. But Asuka, as a singles champion, was already holding the hand of Lana, remember? So they had Lana kicked to the curb, and they brought Charlie back, and Asuka had to hold her hand so that she could get a rub from the crowd, because the crowd respects Asuka. And then when it didn't work, what happened? Charlie became a heel again. Again, I don't give a fuck if you don't like BC or you hate BC. I sleep like a fucking baby at night knowing that I got huge muscles and I'm a bad motherfucker. But if you want truth, if you want real, if you want honest, blunt, this is the place to be. Third week in a row, heel versus heel. While Charlotte is playing to the crowd like she's a face. That is a problem, and I'm not going to just overlook it. She has no identity. Face the facts. Charlotte Flair has no identity, and that's why it's not connecting. But you see, she's a queen, man. That's her identity. All right, Timmy and Joey, whatever you say, guys, whatever you say. Nia gets on the ring apron at the finish of this, and Shayna gets booted in the face by Charlie. One boot. And, that was it. That's what my notes say. She got booted, and she was flat on her back looking up at the lights, knocked the fuck out. 1, 2, 3, Charlie wins. There's Shayna Baszler, everybody. Another fucking loss. There has not been a fruit roll-up. Jer9 Gaming. I hope you're up in the chat still, man. I'm on a delay. I believe this is 2 shows in a row with no fruit roll-ups, correct? Now, I believe my last Raw review literally had in the title full of fruit roll-ups or some shit like that. One of my last streams last week. I literally called them out. And here we are this week with no roll-ups. Maybe somebody's, and that vid did really good too, that stream. Numbers-wise, did really good. Maybe somebody's finally fucking getting the fucking point to stop the fruit roll-ups. Thank you, JR9. No fruit roll-ups, but she still lost like a fucking idiot, bro. Just gets up. No distract. Nia Jax just stepped up on the apron. I'm not even fucking around. Just stepped up on the apron, and that was it. Stepped up on the fucking apron. Hey, look at me. Look at me, everybody. I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's a better view up here. And there's fucking Shayna. Shayna's like, what are you doing? Oh, shit. Boom. Shayna Basler, man. What do you do? How do you fucking call this shit, bro? What else am I supposed to say? What else am I supposed to say? This was done beautifully. It was done masterfully. It was done good. This makes Shayna look like a tool. Please tell me what this does for Nia. Are we gonna get Nia versus Shayna? Are we gonna play a game of who gives a fuck? You really want to see a show of fucking hands? Stop. Lexi comes out to the ring post-match and offers a gift to Charles. It's her very own Charlie doll. Again, BC always calls Charlotte Charlie, right? That's what Bex used to call her, so I just kept it going. And then this week, there's a real Charlie. I'm starting to think people are starting to watch good old BC. I'm supposed to be a little channel. I was never supposed to grow. I'm never supposed to have hundreds watching live, thousands watching later like every stream has been. Something tells me people are starting to watch good old BC. Now there's a Charlie doll. It's basically Lily with a robe and slightly more teeth. Maybe some blonder streaks. Some back and forth between Alexa and Charlie, the real, the life-size Charlie. And then Alexa hits a Canadian Destroyer. Sexy Alexa trying to do some shit backstage, man, to present a new arsenal in that ring. A little Canadian Destroyer. You gotta love that from Lexi. Whether you want this match or not doesn't matter anymore because this is what we're getting, man. I hope it's... I don't know what they're gonna do, man. They're not gonna take the title off of Charlie. So, are they just gonna make Alexa look like a fucking tool here? I mean, when Bray Wyatt got the axe and got released, Lexi was already looking like a fucking tool. It's kind of like a pickle match. Where do you go from here? By the way, guys, I just saw that 150 on the ups. Thank you, man. I forgot to even mention that. That helps out the algorithm for the thousands later as we head toward 200 on the ups. Thank you. So that's that, man. The whole Charlie thing, it was just to have Shayna Baszler lose a match, another one, and then she gets a present. It's a Charlie doll. Backstage, Charlotte throws away Charlie the doll, and Alexa hits a Canadian Destroyer. That's all the notes you're going to get here, guys. Hour number one ends with a six-man schmaz match. Drew Mack and the Vikings versus Stinky, Veer, and Mahal. 6 dudes in a 4-minute match. It's a joke, and it's unacceptable. Mack hits a Claymore party! Well, it wasn't a party. It was just one Claymore. And he hits that on Stinky for the W. There's nothing left to say, man, on that. I'm not gonna fucking pump this up. It's a 6-man schmaz, and it got even worse at the end of hour number 2 with a fucking 8-man schmaz. But Stinky is only there to fucking reek up fucking L's. Oh, wait till you hear this, man. Hour number 2, man. Jeff Hardy. Hold on, before I get to this. We got a lot more to talk about. Let me get to some VIPs up in here, man. I promised the first round of supers I'd get to you now. Want to say what's up to my tried and trues up in here. Let me go to the beginning. Let me try to find the beginning here. Jeffrey Ross was the first one today, man. Jeffrey with a $4.99 Starbucks. That's a Starbucker. Jeffrey Ross, I got a question for you, Jeffrey. How you doing, huh? Good to have you up in here, dude. What's up? Not much, Jeffrey. Hopefully everything's good with you. At work, I didn't watch last night, but my boy Biggie really won. I'll catch this later. Red team, go! Jeffrey Ross, it's real, man. He won that shit, dude. And there's a lot of issues with it, but him hoisting up that title, that's a beautiful thing to witness. Jeffrey Ross. This will be up on the channel later, so come back and watch it in its entirety. Much love, dude. Ty Sloan, 199. Ty says, thoughts on the Packers? Hope they recover for you. That was one of the worst beatings we ever took in NFL history. My Packers never got on the fucking plane, Ty Sloan. My Packers never went to practice, it looks like, and that's what happens when you don't play any snaps in the preseason. And then you stroll in. If you're Aaron Rodgers, that's what happens when you play golf and you argue with your team the entire fucking year, and then you show up and we have to put our replacement in. Yeah, I'm pissed off at my Packers and Aaron Rodgers and everybody that claims to be a football player on that fucking team. Anyway, Ty Sloan, much love, dude. Thank you. That's my thoughts. We're going to be on Monday Night Football next week against the Detroit Lions. We'll see how Vince McMahon counters that. Vince McMahon versus Aaron Rodgers. Dino, 2-spot. Red team, go! Dino's electrifying up in this bitch. What up, Dino? Thanks, dude. Javi Woo, 31. Haven't seen Javi in a second. 2-spot. As if a Lily doll wasn't enough. Now a Charlie doll. Hey, Javi Woo, 31. You got Chucky on USA Network now. What is it? Fucking, what's the other channel? Sci-Fi or some shit? I don't know, but Chucky's coming back. Don't be surprised if you literally see Chucky somehow in an Alexa Bliss segment. Javi Woo 31, thanks brother. Scott McMinn. Scott with a 20 spot, bro. 6 or 7 Dunkins, 4 Starbuckses, and about 4 mom and pop coffees. Scott McMinn with that 20 spot. Much love, dude. Thank you. Biggie cash in at SummerSlam would have been better. You're thinking too logically, Scott. That would be at a pay-per-view where the stakes are higher. The moments are much bigger and better and grander. You can't do that, Scott. You gotta use it as a counter if you're Vince McMahon. You're exactly right, Scott, but this dude is just countering now. That's Vince's new thing, is to play defense. Vince doesn't go on the offense anymore. SLV bet. Thank you, Scott, for that 20 spot, dude. Great to have you up in here. SLVRBLK31. What up, dude? With that 5-spot coffee. Glad I missed Raw to watch Raiders versus Ravens. Other than Biggie winning, I fast forward Raw. Watching the Monday Night Football was a nail biter. Sorry about the pack, though. It's all good, brother. We suck right now. We suck. And that's exactly how I'm going to call it, right down the middle. That game last night with as Raw went off the air, I went right to Monday Night Football and I watched the entire motherfucker till overtime was finished. What a nail biter, bro. If you're a Raiders fan, that shit was legit. If you're a Ravens fan, you're still this morning hitting that brick wall. And you did good to fast forward everything else but Big E's title win. SLVRBLK31. Thanks, brother. Carlos Ray with that coffee 5-spot. What up, brother? What up, Carlos? BC, it's a shame that Big E's big moment is a pawn game by Vince. Yeah. That's the huge negative hanging over not just Big E, but WWE as a whole. That's the one thing from keeping the whole conversation about how awesome this is for Big E. It's how it was done, why it was done, and why Vince keeps doing this bullshit, Carlos. So completely agree, bro. It's the one black cloud over all of this. Flips1, $4.99 coffee. What up, BC? What up, Flips1? Do you think Samoa Joe will make a comeback? Yeah, I think this was, honestly, just to create the new NXT 2.0. And they want to crown a new champion. You know, if he really is hurt, then, I'm not saying he's not, but something seems a little fishy here. I mean, even in his own statement, Samoa Joe was like, the docs won't let me compete for several injuries or some shit. I don't know. He wasn't very transparent. Just say what the fucking thing is. Maybe you got rocked on your head a little bit. Another concussion. Who knows? Tell the fucking truth. When you lack transparency, people are going to question things. So it just seems like Vince would do something like this, where he would be like, yeah, we're just going to take the title. Say you got injured. But he could be. I don't fucking know. I wish I could tell you. The better question here, who is that? Flips one. The better question is, BC, do you give a fuck? Because I don't give a fuck. I stopped caring about NXT, and that sucks, bro. That sucks. When you stop caring about something, that's when it becomes all too real that there's an issue. Flips one, thanks, bro. Dave Mealy, what up, Dave? $4.99. Good to have you up in here, bro, on this early morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. $4.99 coffee from Dave Mealy. Biggie was also an IC champ before he was a New Day. Yeah, and he's won a lot of tag titles, but Dave Mealy, this is his first world title since NXT, bro. If my research is correct, I believe his last world title was in NXT, approximately 2013, over Tyler Black or Seth Rollins. But yeah, Dave Mealy, he had a bunch of other titles, but this is his first world title, aside from NXT. The Soundwave, 92, 10 spot, couple of coffees. Soundwave, enjoying some Folgers coffee for this review. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Folgers, it's in your cup. That was the old commercial back in the day. Folgers, I love it. Biggie deserved this win. He has put his work in for this company for many years, but this was pure hotshot booking to make up for losing to AEW and Monday Night Football. I already said that, Soundwave, 92. I'd say I agree with you, but it sounds like you agree with me. That's exactly what this is, and we're both correct. Soundwave 92, enjoy that Folgers. Carlos Ray, another coffee 5 spot, says BC, another pawn casualty is Samoa Joe. He's not really injured. This is all Vince. Carlos, sounds like you you agree with me that there's something up here. Again, he could be injured. I will never say somebody's not if I don't know for a fact. But it just seems kind of fishy. And people like Carlos are saying straight out, nah, not buying it. I can't say you're wrong, bro. It looks fishy. It looks like Samoa Joe was just fine. I don't know, Carlos. But this is something Vince would do. Take it from him, say it's an injury, just to try to cap a rating of a new champion. And we just saw it. We just saw him hotshot Big E. So you think he won't do this with a new 2.0 concept debuting tonight? You have to watch because we're going to crown a new champion. That's how Vince thinks. Carlos, much love, bro. Absolutely. Spicy Mama McCaleb, $1.99. Morning, handsome. Me? Appreciate it. Thank you, Spicy Mama McCaleb. Morning, handsome and amp unit. Happy for Biggie. Spicy Mama, no doubt, man. No doubt, Spicy Mama. That's one of my boys that when something great happens for him, I can't help but take a step back and give a round of applause. I don't care if nobody's in the room. It's just BC or 100 people in the room. You're going to get a round of applause from BC, man. Biggie is that dude who has paid his dues, who for year after year has watched everybody else get their just due, except for him. Last night was his time. Spicy Mama McCaleb, much love right back to you. Joey's Adventures, a $1.99 and a $4.99 coffee. Joey's Adventure says, last night proved competition is good for everyone. Correct, Joey's Adventures. One word, correct. And Joey's Adventures also says, do you think it's possible Biggie brings the title to SmackDown to have a unification match with Roman at Survivor Series? It's trending right now, actually, or it was early this morning. Survivor Series was trending because everybody is now talking Biggie versus Roman Reigns, Joey's Adventures. So my answer is yes. I don't think it would be a unification, though, because they're just doing a draft, I believe. They announced last night that they have draft dates set. So there will be no unification. There will be no brands coming together. I can officially confirm there is a draft coming up for both brands within the next 48 days. So there'll be no unification, but there most likely will be champion versus champion, Big E versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns did leave a comment after Big E won last night, and he just put on his social, smart choice. In other words, it's a good thing you ran away from this brand and went for Bobby. So Roman Reigns is already talking shit. Survivor Series is trending right now worldwide. This looks like that's where it's going to be Joey's Adventures without the title. Pimp Jesus with a 5-spot. What up, Pimp? Congrats to Biggie on winning the championship. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Pimp Jesus. Without question. Stacy Brown. What up, Stacy? 5-spot coffee. Hey, BC, have a coffee on me. And I agree with you about Big E. He's the dude, man. It was so good to see that. I wish it was at a pay-per-view. I wish it was dealt better and not just a counter because Vince McMahon is kind of running scared with no other options. But Stacy Brown, I appreciate the coffee. Much love and respect right back to you, Stacy. Woo! Trying to get everybody. There's a lot more. This is just the first wave, guys, of supers. But I'm going to do the first wave and then get to hour number 2 in this review. Scott McMinn, another 20 spot, bro. Scott McMinn says Bobby should have been booked like Roman, but what do I know? Hands up emoji, basically. I agree, Scott. Bobby's booking is simplistic in nature. He's a beast. He's got the perfect mouthpiece and MVP. Just let him rock. He should be winning at least more than he's losing, right? His last 10 matches, he's lost 7 out of 10, bro. That's unacceptable. Look at Bobby. How is that doing him any good? You're just doing him dirty at that point. And then you have him drop his 7-month reign on a Monday Night Raw. So I love what happened to Big E, but I hate when you build someone up by tearing somebody else down. Big E looked awesome last night. Bobby Lashley, not so much. Scott McMinn, a second 20 spot. Much love, dude, and respect. Over to you, Scott. I appreciate it. And I wholeheartedly agree. And it sounds like you know a lot more than Vinnie Mac right now, bro. So don't sell yourself short. Clutch Shitty Fan, 5-spot coffee. BC WWE did something good, but they also did something bad with the last night's booking. Congrats to Big E for that title win. Clutch City Fan, they did a lot of bad, bro. You're probably just talking about the Lashley part of it. But we're about to go into hour number 2, and I'm going to show you a lot more bad that happened last night. Don't even get me started on Tamina and Snowball, Nikki Ash. Wait till you hear about that. But Clutch Shitty Fan, just in that one cash-in, of course there was bad with that. When you start thinking about the future and talking about the future, yeah, you fucked up royally when Big E won that, unfortunately. Clutch City Fan, no doubt, dude. Weed whacking Willie's up in this bitch, $1.99. Thank you for not working right now, Weed whacking Willie, and telling Lawn Mowing Larry and Honkin' Holly to shut the fuck up. Weed whacking Willie says, does Big E on Raw now confirm Drew beats Roman? Drew ain't beating Roman, Weed whacking Willie. You can weed whack that idea right the fuck now. I love Drew Mac. I don't know about his whole sword thing like he's Michonne from The Walking Dead, but I like Drew. I don't see him taking the title from Roman Reigns, nor should he be. Weed whacking Willie. Much love and appreciation, brother. Dave Mealy, another $4.99 coffee, says, not only do they not have anything planned for Extreme Rules, they don't even have any Extreme Rules matches. Dave Mealy, you're starting to peel back layers now, bro. I'm touching the bare minimum, the basic problems with Extreme Rules. Now you're starting to talk way more logic and common sense that Vince McMahon can comprehend or even take in. Dave Mealy, you're on another level of logic right now. Hold back your common sense, brother. Because Vince McMahon can't handle that. Nothing is built for Extreme Rules. A couple of matches, maybe. Main events? Hit the bricks. Nothing. Extreme Rules is not extreme. These are fucking fairy rules. Pussy rules. You know, I haven't even gotten into that, Dave Mealy. I haven't even gotten into that, bro. Think about this. They're just putting gimmicks out there. Hell in a Cell's ruined. Do you realize Hell in a Cell is ruined? Because before the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, do you guys remember what happened? They just put out a Hell in a Cell match. They gave a Hell in a Cell match on, like, SmackDown. And then after Hell in a Cell, the pay-per-view, on Monday Night Raw, they put out another Hell in a Cell match. I think it was like Xavier versus Lashley or some shit. They ruined it. Hell in a Cell. There's no Hell in the Cell. It's not Hell in a Cell. It's slight aggression in a cell. Slight aggression in a cell. Rename that. I don't care if it's long and it doesn't go well. Slight aggression in a cell. It's not hell. WrestleMania's even ruined. Didn't they call this year's Backlash like WrestleMania Backlash? They're pimping the name out. WrestleMania Raw, WrestleMania SmackDown, WrestleMania Backlash, WrestleMania Halloween Havoc, WrestleMania In Your House, WrestleMania Get the Fuck Out of Here, WrestleMania Hit the Bricks. And now Extreme Rules. What is Extreme? Dave Mealy brings up a good point. What the fuck is Extreme? What the fuck is Extreme? What the fuck is Extreme? This YouTuber, this podcaster, BC, is more extreme than anything you're going to see in that ring next Sunday night. Slightly aggressive rules. SAR. And I don't even know if it's going to be slightly aggressive. Dave Mealy, do we even know it's going to be slightly aggressive? Javi Woo, 31, 2-spot. I read Finn asked to appear in other promotions. Yeah, they're all starting to get ballsy, man. Adam Cole was asking for a lot. Brian was asking for a lot. Brian Danielson says he actually got clearance from Vince to do some Japan matches, bro. And Vince was going to allow that, but he ultimately didn't do it. So, and there's just a lot more, man. We're hearing a lot of wrestlers are starting to realize that Vince isn't the only game in town, and there's life after or without WWE, and it's really good to see, man. Javi Woo 31. Smurfy Tunes, 5-spot coffee. Smurfy Tunes says, Alexa finally acknowledges BC with Charlie Flair. That doll's title is more prestigious than the actual title. Smurfy Tunes, you're right. I know they watch BC, bro. I'm not Stunad. I know they watch. I knew it was inevitable to come up with a Charlie at some point. Smurfy Tunes. Joey's Adventures, $4.99. Even when Shayna doesn't lose to a roll-up, they make it look like one. This has to be a rib at this point. Yeah, she gets the boot in the face, which, I mean, that's the one move that eliminates Shayna Basler. Not natural selection, not a figure eight, nothing. Not an actual move, just a boot to the face. And then Charlie kind of like hooks the leg back almost like it's a roll-up. You're right, dude. Who was that? Joey's Adventures. It has to be a rib at this point or some shit, man. Or Vince just does not like Shayna Basler, and that's criminal, bro. Shayna Basler deserves a lot more than that, man. And you look at Shayna's face, she's just given up. She doesn't even, I don't even know. I hate to say somebody doesn't care anymore, so I'll stop short of that. But if you look at her face subconsciously, maybe she doesn't even realize it. She's checked out, bro. And how can you not be? Every week, every show, you know the outcome. You know you're going to look silly on national television. Smurfy Tunes. And Joey's Adventures and Javi Woo and Dave Mealy. Weed Whacker Willie, thank you guys. Unique Butterfly. 5-spot coffee. Unique Butterfly says, if this wasn't talked about, I want to mention that is pretty coincidental that Samoa Joe vacates his title right before the debut of the new NXT. Coincidental, Unique Butterfly. Carlos, BC, a lot of AMP unit members, we're calling this into question. He may be hurt. I'm not saying he's not. We are saying that something smells fishy here. Something seems up. The reasoning that Samoa Joe gave in his video just is like all over the place. There's no transparency. It comes out of nowhere, and it's on the day of now, tonight, the new NXT 2.0. Seems kind of weird to me, bro. Unique Butterfly, you're not the only one thinking that way, man. Thank you, Unique. John Alexander, the last one in the first round of supers, and then I'll get to the second round in a little bit, guys. But John Alexander says, I laughed so hard when they called the doll Charlie. Somebody is definitely watching BC Amplify. Yeah, bro. John Alexander, I'm not going to toot my own horn or pump my own ego, so I'm not going to mention everything, but there was several times last night, I'm talking like 6 or 7 times, where I was like, wait, they're watching my shit. I mean, like, and a lot of you guys might know exactly what I'm talking about, but it was just my shit, bro. It's mine. And it was like, there's no way this can be a coincidence after 2, 3, 4 times. After 6, 7 times, I was like, nah, bro, they watching BC. But John Alexander, I laughed too, bro, at that. I'm like, you did not just make a Charlie. So, guys, I know there was a lot of VIPs afterward, Super Chats. I'm going to get to the second round after I go over hour number 2, if you don't mind. I want to keep the ball rolling. I want to show respect to the hundreds that I have right now in the chat. And again, I want to thank you guys for the ups, because that's going to help the thousands that are going to come in within the next 36 hours to watch this review. And it will be into the thousands. So you guys are showing right now as we head toward 300 on the ups that we rock this son of a bitch out. Damian Priest versus Jeff Hardy starts hour number 2. Now, Hardy was chasing the 24/7 title last week. Hardy was chasing the 24/7 title last week, and this week he's going for the US title. I mean, that's a huge upgrade for my dude, Jeff Hardy. But can we get some fucking consistency? I mean, Jeff Hardy just did an interview where he said a dream match for him would be against Roman for the title. And as much as I love Jeff, and I wouldn't mind seeing that if done correctly, you can never do that, and no time soon. You can't have this guy chasing around the 24/7 title with every other Tom, Dick, and Harry, and every other ninja and guy in a fucking tree outfit or dressed up in a garbage Halloween outfit. You can't do that and then a few months later have him in a title match with a Roman or even a Big E or a Lashley. So it's just weird to me, man. And again, BC flipped out over this last week. Like I found out live what had happened because I was doing some notes, went and got a coffee, and then I found out that Jeff Hardy was chasing around the title. And I flipped out, bro, last week. Live on this channel. And here they are 1 week later, trying to correct their wrongs. And they give them ample time last night too, man. So, I don't know, man. It's just like, you could say they're not watching all you want, but, we're voicing out and things change. Of course, there's so many fucking holes to fix and fill in this fucking company that it's not going to be changed overnight, in a month, or even a fucking year. But I'd rather Jeff Hardy book like this than last week. The first half of this match, Damian versus Hardy, it was sloppy. They were just not connecting, like, at all. We took a break, and when we came back from break, it was a entirely different match. They were jiving, connecting. They were on fire together. It was like the tale of two tapes. You go back and watch this pre-break, it was horrible. After the break, it's an entirely new match. So that was good to see. It was pretty damn good until the finish, where Hardy took Damian's reckoning really awkwardly. For the 1, 2, 3, Damian defeats Hardy. And again, this reckoning, it was almost like Hardy didn't know how to take it. When the reckoning is about to be hit, you see Hardy do a stutter step, almost like he was trying to think about how to take it. So he questioned himself, and in the process, it looked like he did another 60-point turn. A little extra turn than he should have done. I don't know if anybody in the unit caught that. BC is, I'm made to dissect pro wrestling like that. I'm literally created to watch wrestling with every fucking dissection possible. So I caught it. But he took that reckoning really awkwardly. Anyway, I digress. Hardy takes the L, but I much rather see him book like this, as I aforementioned, than chasing around the 24/7 title. So you know what? Whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. I want to see Hardy in meaningful matches, given the proper amount of time to be a pro wrestler. I know it's a crazy concept. Not running around like Ember Moon, and I said this last week. They had Ember Moon chase around that damn title, and she broke her leg doing it. She almost never came back. Imagine having your career ended and what you tell people. One of the best female wrestlers in the world, Ember Moon. How did your career end? My boss had me chase around the 24/7 title because he told me he's got nothing for me on the show. Well, Jeff Hardy last week was in that same position, but BC spoke out. People spoke out in this community, and we helped change that. You're welcome. For everybody that says these people just complain on podcast and YouTube, they're not going to watch. It's not going to change anything. They're just going to yell and scream for nothing. We just created that. He probably would have been in a 24/7 title segment last week. That's what happens when we voice our frustration. We help change shit for the better. Congrats to you, unit, for joining BC and helping out last week on that. And then we had Tamina versus Snowball, Nikki Ash. This was a triple botch finish. This was literally a hat trick. A triple botch finish. You don't see this often in pro wrestling. I don't remember. It's like a shooting star. Like a real shooting star in the sky. It's very fucking, you see it once in a blue moon. I have not seen a triple botch finish in a long fucking time. Ash hits a horrible tornado DDT from the second rope. Tamina clearly kicks out at 2. But the ref counts to 3 anyway, and commentary acts like we all didn't just see what happened. Now, usually when this happens, commentary acknowledges it, right? They blame the referee, or they say maybe it wasn't a 3, but doesn't matter. That's what the ref's decision is. Right? Commentary will acknowledge it. I mean, they went out of their way not even to acknowledge the 3 count. And then, it's funny, guys, if you guys watch the clip of it on WWE's official YouTube channel, they literally show the match with that part edited out. They skipped the finish. I mean, they wanted nothing to do with this triple botch. So the ref counts to 3. Tamina kicked out. Now, that's only one of 3 botches. Again, this is a triple botch. So Tamina kicks out, but the ref counts Tamina's shoulders down. So Nikki Ash supposedly wins, right? Well, I almost said Justin Roberts. Mike Rome, I believe it is. Mike Rome announces that Tamina has won the match. But the ref just counted supposedly Tamina's shoulders down. So Tamina gets announced as the winner. And she kicked out anyway. And then on top of that, production plays Tamina's music. Oh, fuck. I need a sip of coffee so we can really think about what the fuck just happened and how off the rails this company is. Nobody's on the same page. Nobody. Nobody's even watching the fucking product backstage. Ashley Steggles, I don't fucking know what's happening with the company. I'm going to say this again. Tamina's shoulders were pinned, supposedly, even though she kicked out at 2. But the ref claims that Nikki won. Tamina's name gets announced as the winner, even though Tamina at no time was even on top of Ash. And Tamina's music plays. It's a triple botch. And commentary mentions nothing. Correction, Mike Rome, that was actually Nikki Ash. Oh, they're playing the wrong music. I mean, what's going on? Make a joke out of it, maybe, commentary. Maybe say that maybe she kicked out. Something. They treat us like fucking idiots. And instead, Corey and everybody goes, I think everyone's so shocked at what happened. Shocked that everybody's a clueless dumb fuck? Yeah, we're shocked. We're shocked that there could be stupidity at this fucking level. At max capacity every week. Yeah, that shocks us. I mean, how does this happen on live TV? You're a billion-dollar conglomerate company. How is this possible? How does this happen? Guys, this is not right, man. This is not right. You have to have a plan intact for if something like this occurs. They don't even acknowledge it. They try to rush it away into the next segment, and then on their fucking after, they just cut it right out. They edited it out. But we're asking too much, right? If you ask a dick rider of this fucking company, then you're asking too much, man. Sit down and enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, stop watching it. When my Packers fucking suck, like what they just did on Sunday afternoon against the New Orleans Saints, do you think I just stopped watching? I love my Packers. I want to see them get better, and I will keep watching, so I'm not a bandwagon fair weather fan. And I will be there when shit gets corrected. My Knicks for years sucked. I got to celebrate something this year with a good team. My Yankees since 2009, absolute garbage in many areas. I keep watching. At least they're winning records most times. Pro wrestling, I love. I'm not just going to stop watching because you can't handle truth. Because you come on a platform like this, you find BC and you watch anyway, even though you claim you're not happy with BC. You don't like BC, but you keep watching. You keep typing in BC Amplified every fucking week, every show, every day. I got my bowl of cereal and my orange juice. I'm going to type in BC Amplify. Because you know I'm the realest motherfucker in this community. Fuck out of here, bro. Nobody gonna drop it like this. It's unacceptable to another fucking degree and level. A whole nother spectrum. But I have to stop watching because you're gonna cry to your fucking mother? Ma, Basler's being mean. So anyway, we get a triple botch from Tamina in Snowball, Nikki Ash. Then we go right into a Natty versus Rhea Ripley match. Natty versus Rhea Ripley right afterwards. Oh, this is going to be a doozy. The only thing I have in my notes for this match, and I'm going to read that. This is exactly what's in my notes. I'm being honest with you, man, because she's proud of those things. So I'm going to acknowledge them. Natty versus Rhea Ripley. The only thing I have in my notes for this match is how big Natty's boobs are. Those things should be national monuments. If I am Tyson Kidd, my face is in between those Grand Canyons, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. If I'm Tyson Kidd, I hit the fucking lottery. They're national treasures. Treasures. And relax. Basically, you're talking about her boobs. She loves them. She's proud of them. Look at her attire. Have you ever seen a Natty and her sister's YouTube channel or videos? She loves those badonkadonks. She loves them. BC's giving them a compliment. They're bodacious. They're beautiful. They're national treasures. Natty's boobs are amazing. Tyson Kidd is fucking so fortunate. They're great. It's a compliment. Do you know how many females they paid money to try to enhance their boobs or make them different or switch a nipple a centimeter over or some shit? There's a lot of females that are not happy. Humans in general not happy with a certain body part, and they get it surgically done, repaired, fixed, whatever the terminology is. I believe, I could be wrong, maybe somebody knows in the chat more about fucking Natty's watermelons, as Ashley says, than BC. But I think those are all natural. I don't even think she paid for them. And if she did, then I'm wrong and I don't give a fuck. Anyway, that's your weekly Natty's boobs are amazing chat here on the channel. That's literally all I have in the notes, so we had to talk about something. I digress. Natty taps out Ripley. No. Natty tapped out to Ripley. Ripley locked in the submission. Natty taps out, and that's it. That's it, man. Clutch City, those TDs, they're 100% real. Yeah, I think they are real as well. No doubt. So, good for her, man. To Natty's boobs. Salut! Yeah, her sister. That's what I mean. She's proud of those things. She doesn't mind a compliment from BC. Her and her sister have that channel, and those things are just like... There's videos where they're just bouncing. I'm like, what am I watching? I don't know what I'm watching, but I'm locked on this shit. Salut, no doubt. And just like our number one ended with a 6-man schmaz, our number deuce ended with an 8-man schmaz. More schmaz mania here, man. New Day, Ali, and Mansoor versus Mace, T-Bar, AJ Styles, and Omos. The best part of this match was Xavier Woods pre-match singing AJ Styles' theme song during AJ's entrance. I don't know if anybody caught that shit. But Xavier Woods wasn't just dancing to AJ's theme, man. He was like lip singing the words too. It was great. The worst part of this match, besides all of it, was Mansoor dancing with the New Day. That was sad, man. I mean, when you see a wrestler who's still kind of brand new, has not garnered any traction yet, there's not yet a connection, you hate when Vince McMahon turns them immediately into a comedy act. And you know Vince said, go out there and dance with the New Day. Jive. Damn it, jive. Mansoor, look at me. The man that soars. Look at me, damn it. Man, why is he not looking at me, Ali? Does he not like me? Look at me, I'm Vincent McMahon, damn it, I'm Vince McMahon. I own you, damn it, I own you. Look at me. When you go out there, Boston likes to see you dance. I want to see you dance. Look at me, man that soars. I want to see you break it down. Can you break it down, Mansoor? Can you break it down low? So he goes out there, and I swear to you, man, Mansoor just starts fucking doing some fucking fruit roll-up dance. And I'm like, no, bro. And he continued it. They went to commercial. They came back. He's still fucking doing your grandfather's moves from the 50s and the 60s. That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it. And BC, I literally found the brick wall and I just catapulted head first. Took me 3 minutes to get out of that shit, but I catapulted head first into the brick wall because I was saddened for this guy. He's a man that soars, and he's doing the fruit roll-up dance. Anyway, that was the worst part of the fucking match. So, match-wise, Omos defeats Ali. Another loss for Ali because Vince sees nothing in this dude anyway, so why the fuck should we? Eight-man schmaz, a 6-man schmaz. It's like Vince thinks if we got team versus team, people will confuse this with Monday Night Football. We got a team over here with Vikings in it. 6 men. 6-man tag Vikings. Over here, we got big dudes like T-Bar and Mace and Omos. It's like a football team. Damn it, it's a football team. We'll go up to hour number 3 in a second, man. We're going to start off with the Dewdrop and Eva Marie, and then we're going to go into the main event. First, I want to get to the second round of supers up in this bitch. Get my VIPs rocking. Ooh, we got a big second round here, man. We got a big second round. Unique Butterfly is kicking us off with that 10 spot. I really like Alexa, but it's downright sad and criminal how they keep trying to force the Fiend character on Alexa, only to profit off Bray Wyatt's genius. Well, that's some Unique Butterfly genius there, because you're wholeheartedly correct. Same way I feel about Alexa. Alexa's best work was with Bray Wyatt the Fiend. And then they cut the Fiend out, and they thought we could keep the same character in Alexa, and everybody will eat that shit up like it's a fruit roll-up. No. Not gonna happen. And it's not happening, and it's sad what happened to Alexa. Absolutely Unique Butterfly. A 10 spot from Unique Butterfly as well says, but I will expect WWE to be petty and have someone else to play Bray Wyatt or the Fiend character to say a giant fuck you to Wyndham, give even more undeserved backlash to Alexa. Because that's what would happen, Unique Butterfly. If Vince tries to have somebody else play the role of the Fiend, that is an ultimate fuck you to Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, and it's a fuck you to the fans and all those that support Bray. And it's also unwarranted, unwanted, and undeserved backlash to Alexa Bliss because it's not her fault. I completely agree, Unique Butterfly. Thank you. As always, much love and respect right over to you. Matt Wiley. What up, Matt? 5-Spot Coffee says, as soon as I heard the name of Charlotte's doll last night, I thought, hey, she stole that from BC. Charlie is such a joke like Raw. No lies detected, Matt Wiley. A joke personified. But yeah, man, they just came up with Charlie. Come on, bro. And if they thought that was going to make BC stop calling Ashley Flair Charlotte Charlie, they were wrong. She's still going to be Charlie. The doll will be a Charlie 2.0 or some shit maybe. Maybe I'll call her Charles. I don't know. But Charlie is still going to be Charlie. Matt Wiley, yeah, man. I think people are starting to catch on that they're watching BC more and more as of late. And I don't blame them. Smarter than anybody in that fucking company. Smurfy Tunes, Charles in charge, new boy in the neighborhood. Something, 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 and it's understood. He's there just to take good care of me, like he's one of the family. Charles in charge of my life, of my something. Anybody remember that, man? I'm taking it to the 80s. Charles in charge, the show. It came on right after Alf. Does anybody remember Alf? Too fucking bad. It was amazing. Anyway, who was that? Matt Wiley. Absolutely, you need butterfly god. JB, $4.99. JB says if BC wrestles, he would be larger than life megastar. Millions captivated fans yell along with the amplified man, let's get amplified. JB, no lies detected. People already tell me all the time I'm larger than fucking life and I'm on a channel on this platform. Imagine if I was in a pro wrestling company. They don't deserve me. JB, much love and respect, bro. You know. If you know, you know. JB knows. The fourth one. What up, fourth one? They it from Bobby so they can put it back on Drew. Roman versus Drew. The fourth one. That makes no sense. Why would they put anything on Drew? Drew's not even in... Drew McIntyre to get it off of Roman Reigns? That makes no sense. That'll never happen. Or should never happen. I don't think Roman would ever let that happen. Sorry, fourth one. I don't see that happening at all, bro. And to get to that, you would have to have Drew get switched over to SmackDown, and then it could be a match, but Drew is not taking the title from Roman. That should never happen. All of this should not be for Drew, and I like Drew. But this should not be for Drew McIntyre to get the title, fourth one. That just sounds silly to me. So, yeah. If somebody said if WWE gets their hands on BC, they'll make them PG. So instead of let's get amplified, I gotta say, let's get a little wild. Let's get a little wild, question mark? Mr. Black Eyes 22. 5-Spot Coffee. Congrats to my dude Big E, but my problem is that on how the booking for Big E is going to be. I hope he don't drop the title early or something stupid. I agree, Mr. Black Ice 22. This is one of those we all got to kind of wait and see what the deal is, bro. It looks like it's going to be something stupid, but because that's WWE's MO. I mean, you see a guy like Lashley finally get the title and we're all kind of like, yeah, he got it. This is going to be great. There's no way you can fuck it up. He's got the perfect mouthpiece. He's got the muscle. He knows the deal. And Vince found a way to fuck him up every which way you possibly can, every day of the week, twice on Sunday. But I'm sure he'll find a way to fuck up Big E so many ways. But I'm so proud of Big E, man, and I don't want that to be overshadowed by the negativity, by the bullshit. But I'm so proud of Big E, bro. I truly am. And that takes precedent over everything. But yeah, how this was done, and we're going to get to that when I go over the third hour and we go over the main event. It might be a little scathing because I am unhappy with the way this came about, but I am happy for Big E, bro. Mr. Black Ice 22. Eric Decker with a 5-Spot Coffee. Eric Decker says, congrats to my dude Big E, but my problem is that oh, no, that's Mr. Black Ice's. My bad. Mr. Black Ice has now become Eric Decker. Eric says they're going to retire the NXT title and make the new one a color splash title. Just watch. That could be their in to have an all-new title, man, with some fucking flair, some color into it, right? Some fucking pop. Some rainbow bright. A bunch of Care Bears took a piss on that shit, and it produced the new NXT 2.0 title. You could be right, Eric Decker. Sounds like something McMahon would do. Carlos Ray, 5-spot up in this bitch. Says, it seems that unfortunately Joe doesn't fit into the new plans that Vince has in mind for NXT moving forward. Salute. Yeah, that's what it sounds to me. Joe got released. Triple H kind of brought him back. And then Vince told Triple H to sit the fuck down. And then told Samoa Joe, oh, you thought you were getting a resurgence? Shut the fuck up. That's what it sounds like to BC. I hope the dude isn't really injured. But something seems fishy here, man. Something smells a little awry. Carlos, absolutely. Carlos with another 5-spot also says another thing that seems very strange is the procedure that Triple H has to have just days before new NXT starts. Just the timing of it is strange. No doubt, bro. And they had everybody in the community like, oh my God, prayers for Triple H. Now listen, I get it. I got a heart murmur too, and most of you guys have a heart issue of some sort. I get it. But this shit is usually genetic, as is Triple H's. This was a pre-planned procedure. You still want to send well wishes. You still want to send the best of hopes. But the community was acting like this dude just had a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital via ambulance. No! Him and Stephanie penciled in a fucking date and they had this procedure done right around the time that this new fucking NXT 2.0 is going to happen. Right when BC was calling out Triple H for not locating his balls that are in Stephanie's purse. Those were Randy Orton's words, not mine. But if you think that just because this dude had a heart procedure that I'm going to let off of him just a little bit, fuck that. I hope he has a brand new heart and it works better than his last one. He still needs to locate his fucking balls. And stand up to the old bastard in Stamford. Because Vince McMahon came right into his fucking house, fucked his old lady, ate pancakes on his kitchen table, and then ran off with his own car. And Triple H, you know what his fucking response is? He's trying to find Vince's phone number so he can say, hey, thanks for fucking my old lady, eating pancakes on my kitchen table and taking off with my new sports car. Is there anything else I can give you? I can't give you my balls, though. Don't know where those are. Triple H allowed all of this to happen because he's cashing the same fucking checks that Vince McMahon's giving everybody else. He's cashing in those shares and that stock. He's laughing to the bank with Vince. We saw the photo with him and Vince at the stock exchange here in New York. And then when asked about it, why Vince is doing this to him, he fucking makes the fans look like idiots. He says the fans don't know what's really going on. The fans are the dumb ones. And he helps out his old bastard. He defends him nonstop. And the fans that coddle and swing on what's left of Triple H's balls in that company, those fans defend Triple H. Basically, what do you expect them to do, man? What do you expect them to do? He's not going to stand up to Vince. Then you don't have balls if you don't stand up to your boss. You're the boss's daughter's husband. He's going to be back. He's going to take over the company one day if it doesn't get sold beforehand. You still need to grow a set and stand up for yourself. I don't care what your title is or who your father-in-law is. You have to say, bro, you ain't touching this or I'm gone. Or Vince McMahon is going to take a shit on him every morning. If you wake up every morning and you walk outside of your house and your neighbor or the mailman or the person the barista making your coffee takes a shit on you or starts peeing on you. I wonder if you go to order your coffee and the barista starts pissing on you. I wonder if you walk out of your house and your neighbor's is over your fucking porch pissing on your head. Are you going to let that happen every day? What am I going to do? That's my barista, man. I mean, he makes great coffee. What am I going to do? That's my neighbor. I can't just start a war with my neighbor. That's the mailman. He can fuck up my mail. Or are you going to grow a set? Stop peeing on me. I don't know how I got into that. When you come to this channel for this stream, expect the unexpected. Was it Carlos that got me up on that? I think that was Carlos. The procedure that Triple H had right at the time where Vince told him that this was going to happen with 2.0. It's a genetic thing, supposedly. Let's schedule it right now. And let's have Samoa Joe forfeit the title right before we debut a new champ for the new show 2.0. And you want to say, BC, man, that sucks. You got to think the worst in these people. They made us. This is the shit they do on the daily, on the constant. It is very, very fishy to BC. Unique Butterfly, 10-spot, couple of coffees. I am a bit curious to see the revamped NXT, although I might regret it. I will probably check it out. I might see Tinkerbell or the Little Mermaid wrestling. Who knows? You basically, whether you know it unique or not, you've already seen Tinkerbell and Mermaid characters in WWE. You look at Eva Marie, and it's a fucking, supposedly a Little Mermaid type character, right? She's got the fucking hair. You look at the outfit she wears most of the time. It's that little onesie. Like she's in a fucking Little Mermaid outfit. I don't fucking know, man. Everything is like a Disney presentation. But as far as being curious, I'm sure in the first 10 minutes you might tune right off, Unique. It's not going to be that fucking different. The presentation is just going to be more for toddlers. Unique Butterfly, much love and respect. Carlos, Eric Decker, Mr. Black Ice. Unique Butterfly, another 10 spot too. A couple more coffees. I'm so happy for Big E, but it does seem rushed and forced. Bobby, in my opinion, should have kept the title until Survivor Series or Mania. I wouldn't go as far as Mania, Unique, but Survivor Series for sure. You got to give this guy the time of day because he's earned it. You got to give him respect. The guy just came from a 7-month title reign where you had him lose more than he has won, and you have him drop the title on a Monday Night Raw. That is lack of respect when you look back on everything. And that's because Vince had the counter. And I'm going to go over that when I go over the third hour. I went over the first 2 hours. I still have the third hour to go over. And I'm going to go over that, Unique Butterfly. But yeah, absolutely. Carlos, another 5-spot Carlos Ray. If it's true that a network wants to cut ties with WWE, it's going to be Fox for not doing business with Punk. They wanted him in WWE. Fox is happy with WWE after this week, Carlos. Fox is touting the ratings. SmackDown scored an over 2.3 this week. Pretty fucking special for those boys, man. Hand it for the Blue Brand. They didn't have a terrible show either. Some people didn't like my review this week because it was kind of positive heavy. Tough shit. I don't come on these reviews with a preconceived narrative or an agenda. If a show was more good than not, you're going to probably hear about it. I talked a lot of good this week on SmackDown. Some people didn't like that. That's tough shit. But, you know, if you were ever like Wonder Man, like, oh, BC yells a lot, man, and he says he drops facts, and when I check it out, I guess he does, but is it really true what he's saying, man? Well, every time I bash a fucking show, the ratings back it up. The 1 week where I said, wow, this was good, this was actually presented well, and they go up to 2, 3. When BC tells you a show is pretty fucking decent, at times good, check the ratings. Something tells me the world is gonna say the same fucking thing. I don't bullshit. I am a voice for basically the voiceless, those without channels, or microphones, cameras, when that red light goes on and they can voice this out. BC is the voice for thousands of people. And I take that with a great deal of responsibility and joy. We don't just talk opinions on this channel, because everybody's got an opinion. Fuck that shit. I like to talk facts with you guys, because then we can all be on the same page and help things get better. And that's what we see a lot of the times with the Blue Brand. We're trying to get the Red Brand to do the same. We're trying to get the Red Team to go. Carlos Ray, much love, brother. You know that. Enforcer 2K9, 5-spot, Enforcer 2K9. It's ironic that Bobby Lashley would lose the title on a random Monday Night Raw after he originally won it on a random Monday Night Raw. I think that was March, right? Enforcer 2K9. I think that was back in March. Absolutely. Talk about ironic. You know it, brother. SOS TDM 617, 5-spot coffee. So at first I told my nephew he wasn't going to Raw, but he begged me so much, so he went. And look, Big E won. That was the only worthwhile thing of going. Yeah, over in Boston, man. Boston was feeling it last night for many segments, though, man. Boston was pretty hyped, SOS. Good to see you up in here, bro. Glad you and your nephew had a good time for at least one segment. Ashley Steggles, 179. It's extremely nauseating rules. Just rename it, Ashley. Slightly aggressive rules, extremely nauseating rules. Ashley, you show me where the extreme part of this, and I'll start speaking a little bit more positive about it. Ashley Steggles, no doubt. Sean, 2-spot. Sean says extreme rules died years ago. It's soft rules now. Sean, like everything else, man. Everything else, man. Even WrestleMania, Sean. They fucking made WrestleMania Backlash, WrestleMania SmackDown, WrestleMania Raw. That was a real thing. The 30 days around WrestleMania. I mean, how are you going to pimp out your grandest stage, bro? Come on, man. Mr. Black Ice 22, 2-spot. BC, the Tupac of the community. RIP Pac, 25 years now. Yeah, bro. Mr. Black Ice 22, BC is the Tupac of the community. RIP Tupac, man. 25 years. It's hard to imagine that. I remember when I was just a kid, bro, and that took everything by storm, man. Pac was just, we talk about larger than life, right? In this community and for WWE and in pro wrestling. Tupac was larger than life with Biggie back then. Fucking DMX, bro. Wu-Tang Clan. They're all larger than life back in the day, bro. Some still are. Some, unfortunately, no longer with us. Mr. Black Ice 22. Jamal striking. Jamal, $4.99 coffee. What up, BC? What up, Jamal? Just came from Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando this weekend, and I didn't watch Raw because it would have taken me off that high. I got many plans with Horror Nights, Jamal, and who's to say I wasn't just touching up on something down there? I don't want to say too much. I got some projects going on down there, but that's my jam, bro, and I will be back. Orlando, Florida, Halloween Horror Nights. I can't wait to revisit, Jamal. I'm glad you were down there as well. Surprised you didn't bump into BC. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, that's definitely a better time than Monday Night Raw, Jamal. Ashley Steggles, 179. Can we get a Natty's Jugs chant at shows? Natty's Jugs. No, we got to do better than that, Ashley. We got to do better than that, Ashley. It's a good thought, Ashley Steggles, but we got to do better. Natty's Jugs. No, Natty's Bunk. Naughty's. Naughty? Naughty's? Naughty Natty. I would love to get naughty with Natty and her sister, brah. Imagine being a pancake between those sets of boobs. Natty's, what's a good one? Natty's Puppies. Natty's Puppies. Natty's Puppies. Yeah, man, I'll start that shit. If I ever go to a WWE show again, how's that? I'll start that shit. Natty's, that's too rated R. So who is that? Sir Charles. Damn it, it's PG. Vince is yelling at you, Sir Charles. Doesn't this Sir Charles know this is PG, damn it? I'm gonna mute out the puppies as it is. Natty's titties. That's too much. That's too fucking grown-up adult. We're acting like adults, Sir Charles. We can't do that. Yeah, Renee, I agree, man. Hold on. We've been rocking for almost an hour and a half. And there ain't going to be love shown right back to BC. We haven't hit 300 on the ups. Wow, bro. Whatever, dude. Whatever. You just want to fucking kind of creep the channel and watch and not show the love. That's cool, brah. That's cool. It's all good. You can't be part of the unit anyway, brah. The unit is a faction in this community that is the very best. We show respect and love to one another. If you can't rock a simple up, you gotta hit the bricks. Oh, my bad. Maybe a lot of you guys just forgot. That just steamrolled right over 300. My bad. Sometimes people just forget. All right, now we're headed toward 400. That's more like it. That's my peeps. That's my people up in this bitch. You got to remember, that helps the algae. Oh, now we going toward 350 now. Fuck yeah, man. That's my peeps. My bad, says Quit. No, that's all good, Quit. I know people forget sometimes. I forget to tell you guys half the time too, man, because I've been screaming the most of this hour and a half. But now we headed toward 400. You guys rock. All right, so that was the second round. Now I'm going to stick around a little bit after this third hour. We'll get to the third round of supers, guys. But I want to get to this third hour. I know hundreds have been in this chat since the very beginning. So I want to make sure that you guys are here in the full review. Doudrop defeats Eva Marie to start the third hour. Now they're pumping up Duelution. Is that what it's being called? Duelution? Duelution? Or was it Dropolution? Whatever the fuck it is, that's what they're hyping up. And I just wanted to find the nearest brick wall and catapult fucking dome piece first into this son of a bitch. Duelution. Okay. Eva Marie lost 1, 2, 3, right? Let's calm down. Let's really think about this. Let's be real with ourselves here. Eva Marie lost this 1, 2, 3 clean to Doudrop. Doudrop. She's out there now with her fingers that she's doing the old, remember Emelina or Emelution? Does anybody remember Emelution? She used to boo 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 boo. She used to like pop bubbles with her fucking fingers. I'm not making this up. I mean, I know a lot of people think I've already lost my dome piece many moons ago. But there used to be a character, Emma, and she used to come up boo 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 boo. Okay, well now we got fucking Duelution. Doodly doodly doo, doodly doodly doo 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 doo. And she's dancing, right? Everybody has to dance for Vince now because again, this show is for toddlers. He knows he's lost the 18 to 49 to AEW. He knows this. So now everywhere you got the man that soars was dancing with a New Day last night. Mansoor dancing. Now you got fucking Dewey Drop. Doodly 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 doo, doodly 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 doo, doodly doodly. She's dancing. It'll be funny. You got a big girl dancing, yeah. Yeah, because you're a bigger girl, and on your dancing, you're showing you give zero fucks what people say about you. You're gonna dance the night away. You're gonna dance until you can't dance no more. People are gonna look at you and go, oh, this is fun. Look at Dewey Drop, it's fun. Another dancing fucking act in WWE. Doodly, doodly, doodly. Anyway, where was I going with this? So anyway, Eva Marie loses this 1, 2, 3 clean. She can't wrestle, right? We all know that. If we're being honest, this isn't even shade, so stop. This isn't even shade. She literally cannot wrestle. That's a problem when your title in living is professional wrestler. You get what I'm saying? You're literally called a pro wrestler. That's if you're an electrician and you don't know how to put wires together. In your very first job, you walk into the room or you go up on a big fucking forklift or whatever the fuck they have, those big giant buckets in the street. And your fucking supervisor's like, good job, Jerry, go and get them. You got 200 people without power, get them, Jerry. And Jerry's looking down like, oh shit, I know I lied on the application, but I'm fucked. I don't know what I'm doing up here. And he puts the wrong chords together and he's fucking up there. You ever see Home Alone 2? When fucking Marv goes to fucking put his hands down in the basement, he puts his hands on the fucking thing that was hooked up to electricity. And he's like, Marv is getting fucked up. Harry's getting fucking flames on his head. Right, the electrician, he's fucking, right there, your supervisor knows you just fucking lied, motherfucker. You're done. Well, what the fuck? She's a pro wrestler and she can't wrestle. That's a problem. If you say you're a NASCAR driver, you've driven modifieds for fucking years, but your vision of that is of that of a 94-year-old grandma, and every time you go to take a turn, you find yourself into the wall, you're not going to have a job long. How does she still have a job? I'd say I hate seeing people lose their job, but that went out the window the moment that people like Mickie James lost their job for untalented personnel. Because that's the fucking truth. People like Mickie James lost their job so that there was enough room for Eva Marie. Somebody who's really good at what they do got fired, released, so that Eva Marie can come in. And she's not even wearing sexy outfits, so it's not like basically it's the look. She's sexual. right? She's gonna have teenagers around the world busting a nut while they watch the show. Bro, she's in like fucking full, she's covered. Most of the time, the outfits don't even fucking, they do nothing. They do no justice for any of her women parts. Natty is out there looking hella sexy more. Hella sexy. So I ask a million fucking times, what is Eva Marie doing on this roster? Nobody has a legit answer for me. Nobody. I've asked this since she got back. The Rock. She's good friends with The Rock, and The Rock told Vince to rehire her. That's the truth. Everybody said, relax, BC. She's been training, I heard. I saw photos, BC, and videos. So you're talking about how she doesn't belong there, or BC, she's gotten better. And they all look like idiots now. They all look like idiots. She didn't get one iota better. She's not a natural pro wrestler with it factor. She's actually really bad. That's not shade, that's just the fucking truth. Eva Marie has to hit the brick. There's wrestlers, real wrestlers that need airtime on that show. There's wrestlers in that world that could be in that company. And do you realize that Eva Marie is taking up a spot? I'm going to say that again. Do you realize that Eva Marie is taking up a spot when there's wrestlers that can't even get airtime? And that's okay with some of these fans, please. These are little kids that coddle the balls of WWE. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Hit the bricks. Before I smack you the fuck into those bricks. I can't stand little toddlers. They think they're trolls, but we're laughing at them because they're fucking ignorant stunads. You coddle a fucking dick of a company. You coddle the cock of a company that couldn't care less about you. But they need people like Timmy and Joey because they'll defend this company. Eva Marie's amazing, man. Eva Marie's amazing. Stop it. Stop it, Betty. Eva Marie has to hit the bricks. Just say it's, budget cuts. There you go. Everybody will be happy with it. Why is Eva gone? Why did she get fired? Why did she get released? That's why are you smoking? I'm thinking budget cuts. Oh, we are rocking, bro. We are rocking in this stream. Units, stand up. Coffees and fire emojis right now. Stand up if you're amplified. Don't be a little bitch. Get up. I need energy. I need energy. Get up. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Get up. Oh. That's right. There's the unit. We the baddest motherfuckers in this community. The baddest. Salute. That's the fucking unit up in this bitch. Because BC feeling it right now, bro. I had to make sure my unit's feeling it, man. We up and ready to rock the rest of the day. So when we go off the air, when we go off from being live, we know when the thousands of people catch this over the next 36 hours, they know that we were rocking during the live stream, bro. That all of us came together live when we were doing this live, and we knocked it out of the fucking park, bro. There's the fucking unit. I don't give a fuck who does or tries to do what I do on this platform. I don't give a fuck how long they've been doing it. Ain't nobody. Let me get a little Italian with you if you don't mind. There ain't nobody that does it better than BC. This tells you right now that the unit, as Sir Charles just said, is up in this bitch. Rocket, main event, Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton, WWE title. Good little 15-minute match. Lashley defeats Orton with a spear. This was his second of the match. Orton kicked out of the first one, so it made Orton look a little bit better, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But on the second spear, Orton loses. And then post-match, Lashley sent Orton through the commentary table. So Orton was not a component in what was to come when Big E finally did come out. That was why Orton was kind of taken out post-match. Vince didn't do that to make Lashley look more dominant, trust me. That was to make Orton a non-factor, like he just didn't tuck his tail between the legs and run to the back after he lost. No. This was to make sure that they covered at least they dotted one of their I's. They crossed one of their T's. Why isn't Orton where'd Orton go? He got sent through the fucking table. Big E hits the ring post-match, and we get the announcement, as we were told by Big E himself previously on his social, and they pumped it up throughout the show. We get the announcement officially by Mike Rome that Big E is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And then we go to commercial. We just went to commercial, bro. What the fuck? How is that fair to Big E? Like, this is what I mean. They dotted one of their I's, crossed one of their T's with Orton being a non-factor by putting him through the commentary table post-match. I like when little details get fucking acknowledgement. But since when do you cash in and you just go to break? In fact, people have been hurt before, like Lashley was claiming that his knee or his leg was taken out so he couldn't compete. There's been people like that before. Remember when Andrade cashed in, or was it Dolph on Andrade? Was it Dolph who cashed in on Andrade, and Andrade just had this SummerSlam match, and he's like, I can't even fucking compete. And all they had to do was, Andrade just had to stand, or Andrade, my bad. Andrade. Guys, Andrade. I'm sorry, I'm going over to AEW. Man, I'm going to forget his name. No, I'm not. I'll stay here fucking for another hour. Alberto Del Rio. I believe, anyway. I know this was many years ago. I could have sworn Alberto Del Rio won the title at SummerSlam or some shit, and then Dolph came out to cash in on him. This was many years ago. So my point is, I'm just using that as one example of many. All you have to do usually is stand up. And then once you stand up, I don't give a fuck, the ref says, if you're injured, we're ringing the bell. Okay, well, Lashley stood up. We went to commercial. 4 minutes later, Lashley still is saying, I can't compete. So none of this was fair to Big E. If we're talking storyline-wise, if we're talking logic and common sense, none of this goes along with the trajectory of what we've seen in the past with the Money in the Bank. But here's BC again. Stupid BC. Stupid. A little bit of Ryback. I'm drinking the Ryback coffee, and we're all stupid because we're using common sense and logic. I have to dumb myself down. Anyway, this whole thing, we come back from break, 3 minutes left in the show. 3 minutes left in the show. It was like 10:57 p.m. Eastern time, so there was only 3 minutes left. You knew something was going to happen quick. Big E hits the big ending, and Bobby Lashley is defeated. Middle of the ring, one big ending in just 3 minutes. And new WWE Champion of this world, Big E. Congrats to my boy Big E again. Congrats. I have been saying, not since he's had the briefcase, I have been saying for years, Big E has to go on his own way, and Big E has to be the guy, because he can be. Not just when he won the briefcase, like a lot of podcasts and YouTubers are now jumping on the bandwagon, just like they did with The Fiend Bray Wyatt. No, I've been saying this for years, because I don't bullshit. So I could not be more fucking happy for this dude, proud of this dude. Although, it should have been at Extreme Rules, because you're less than 2 weeks away. Listen to these words, please listen, because they're so meaningful and impactful. Bobby Lashley deserves the respect to lose this on a bigger stage with a much more grander moment. And Big E has waited long enough to have this moment on a grander stage and grander headlines. But because Monday Night Football, it's the first game of the new season, and Vince McMahon panicked. And then he's hearing that AEW is now the #1 for the 18 to 49 demo between cable stations USA and TNT for Dynamite and Raw. AEW now has more adult viewers. Vince McMahon panicked. He double panicked. And in a moment of double panic, he took away the Extreme Rules main event, fast-tracked it, hot-shotted Big E to a title win. He did all this in one show. It's great for last night. Maybe they won't dip into a 1-7, 1-6. Maybe they'll stay steady at a 1-8. Maybe they'll only dip to a 1-7. But now what? Now what the fuck did you just plan for the future? Because while you raised Big E up in a night, you made Big E look like a fucking idiot. You cannot raise people up by tearing others down. You made Lashley lose 7 out of his last 10 matches, and then last night on a Raw, drop his 7-month title reign. That's not acceptable, guys. You as a fan, even if you coddle WWE and Vince McMahon's cock all day long, you deserve better. But more importantly, those wrestlers deserve better, bro. Those fucking wrestlers deserve better. Lashley deserves better. Big E deserves better. So I'm so happy for that, dude. I just hope that you guys realize, and I know my amp unit is the smartest wrestling fans in the community, so I don't have to worry about you guys understanding my words. This is unacceptable when you have a pay-per-view less than 2 weeks away, and we don't even have half the card. Unit, if you have a 9-match card, what is 4 or 5? Is there 5 matches out of this 9-card event even made? Is there 5 matches yet? Not supposed to be matches. Not going to be matches. I have Charlotte and Alexa. Sheamus and Damian Priest for the US title. Demon versus Roman. Priest versus Sheamus. Demon versus Roman. Alexa versus Charlotte. Are you telling me we haven't even hit 4 matches? I'm asking for 5. So Unit, you're telling me that, JR9, you're telling me there's not even 4. Okay, Unit, now here's the problem. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to try not to shout. Bullshit. I'm going to shout. We're less than 2 weeks away from a pay-per-view. Listen to my words. Get off of that company's cock for a damn second and listen to my words. We are less than 2 weeks away from a pay-per-view that is called Extreme Rules. And not only is there not a match that's going to be extreme yet, there's not even a feud worth making extreme. There is not even, listen to my fucking words. There is not even a feud that is worthy of being extreme. But there's a bigger issue. We just talked about it now. There's not a 4th fucking match. Becky Bianca. Thank you. I knew there was. Is that official? They did the contract signing, right? So 4 matches. I knew there was a 4th. Still not half. That's still not half. We have 4 matches on what should obviously be a 9-match card, and we're less than 2 weeks away. So where do you want to start, right? If you're going to say, BC, relax and just enjoy the show, where are you going to start? Where's the concern for you? Where's the concern start, I should ask, right? Where's the concern? Are we going to start the concern that there's no Extreme Rules matches or even feuds that are going to be extreme? So we're not going to believe that they're extreme because it doesn't make sense? Or are you going to start at, oh, wow, there's only 4 matches in what should be at least 8, 9, 10 matches? I'm bringing up fucking valid points that should befuddle you and show you just how far off the track this company is. And I don't even know if they can be put back on the track. I don't even know. I don't even know. Extreme Rules used to be awesome pay-per-views with Extreme Rules matches. Feuds you had to see in an extreme environment. Like Hell in a Cell, you had to see that Hell in a Cell match because you knew shit was going to hit the fan. It was going to be fun. And now, these things are nothing more than a concept to try to squeak every penny off of Vince's audience and then try to pimp it out to Mattel or Hasbro or whoever the fuck makes the little toys. We can make a Hell in a Cell ring. I'm so happy for Biggie. How do you do this to Bobby Lashley is beyond me and not give him a real pay-per-view loss? How do you give the next pay-per-view in less than 2 weeks? How do you give this much lack of attention? How do you make it this level of non-care? It's earth-rattling to me. To prove how erratic this company truly is, they promoted Orton and Lashley for Extreme Rules just last week. 7 days later, this company is off the fucking rails when they put the match on Raw instead and then had a cash-in. Decision-wise, booking-wise of this cash-in, of the match itself anyway, it's absolutely befuddling. And if people tell you it frustrates them because it's so much lack of care and it just doesn't make sense, give them some slack because they're correct. It doesn't make sense. It is erratic. It is mind-bogglingly bad. And it's guised. It's guised under Biggie winning it because we all respect Biggie so fucking much that that's going to be the ultimate headline. Biggie won it. My own headline. My boy Biggie cashes in. I love it. I've been waiting for this for years. But just know how this went about, how this happened. It was wrong in every way imaginable. And you can think differently. You can have your own opinion. You would be wrong. Like factually, we have evidence that says you're wrong. Because just look at the shell of a pay-per-view that is being thrusted out next Sunday night. Watch SmackDown this Friday and then Raw next Monday. Watch how rushed you're going to be getting matches. We'll be getting triple threats, fatal four-ways, matches that don't make sense, matches we've already seen 112 times, and that's a pay-per-view. That is a special event that is anything but special, a special event that you would do anything but pay money to see. So that may sound scathing. That may sound like there was so much I didn't like with Biggie winning it, and it's because it is. But don't get it twisted. Biggie, much love to that dude. This has been years in the making. I could not be more happy for my boy Biggie, and I hope it's a real title defense. And I really want to thank Bobby Lashley for putting up with what he had to put up with. Bobby Lashley did not deserve that. Vince McMahon is a straight-up asshole. Like real. Not the kind where we chant at events because it's fun. Asshole. But at first we all cheer for Vince when his music hits. Yeah, it's Vince the owner. And then we yell, asshole. No, in a real life scenario, I'm not saying he doesn't do great things with his family or for his family, and he doesn't have a heart at times, and he doesn't look out for people, and he pays for people's rehab sometimes. A lot of the shit, most of the shit this dude does is shitting on his own talent. Fucking with their dome pieces, erratic decisions that ruins lives, not just the careers of these individuals. Everything is for that bottom dollar. And in business, you want to say that's all that matters, BC. No. If you treat, as Mark Cuban says, if you treat your employees, your staff, your talent correctly, your business is going to boom far more than you ever could have imagined. When you treat everyone like shit, You get people calling you out, exposing you, leaving on social that Vince did this, Vince does that. Vince is responsible for this. Vince shouldn't have done that. That doesn't happen for respected. That is your review for Raw 9/13/2021. Nearly 2 hours. I thank you guys, the hundreds that tuned in live, in and out. I know everyone was in and out, but every single second of this review, we were into the hundreds live. And now, once this channel goes live in a few, we're going to have thousands coming in here. I want to thank you guys, man. We yelled a lot. We dropped amplification to another level. And it was fun for me, and I hope it was for you guys as well. Yeah, we're about to hit 400. I love seeing that live, man, that whole number. So, yeah, thank you guys. If you haven't yet, smash that 400. Not just because it helps the algorithm for the thousands coming in later, but I love to see that whole number of 400 as we start off toward 500 on the up. So, thank you guys on that as well. That's going to be fun as fuck when we hit 400, and I will catch that live, hopefully. So, thank you guys on that. But I want to go over, for those of you just here for the review, check you later. You guys rock, and I'll see you for more content later this week. Audio format only, maybe a regular video, maybe another live stream. But thank you so much for tuning into this one. That's all that matters right now. You guys rock. Hopefully you enjoyed what you heard. Hopefully you smashed that subscribe button and you're locked into the unit from here on out, man. A tried and true AMP unit member going forward. We've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, so I want to thank all you guys for... I'm glad you're enjoying what you're hearing and also smashing that subscription button. It's pretty cool, man. I don't promote that too often, so for you guys to do that on your own, pretty fucking rad. But that is the review. So you guys, if you were here only for the review, hit the bricks! We'll shoot the shit later in the week. We'll check you guys. Check you. For those of you that want to stick around, shoot the shit with some super chats, man. I'm going to stick around for a little bit, so you guys stay here. We're just saying goodbye to the reviewer-only people. Check you guys. Peace out. Peace. Check you. I see you guys. I can't do names because I'm on a delay, but I'll check you guys. Thank you. Salute to all you guys, man. Come back later in the week, man. Keep that subscribed and notified on, man. 400! We just nailed it live! 400 on the ups. We're on our way to 500, guys, on those ups. Thank you. Live, we did that shit. Pretty cool. You guys are the best. All right, guys. For those that want to stick around, I'm going to shoot the shit with you guys a little bit. We'll go over some supers. So feel free. If you guys got nothing to do, you want to shoot the shit, man. I'm going to be here for a little bit. A little bit. Hold on. I gotta find the third wave of supers. I'll find them. I'm on a delay. Hold on. I'll get to them. Oh, there was a big third round. Okay. Okay, so we got several in the third round, so I'm going to stick around for a little bit, guys, if you guys want. We're going to start with the fourth one. The fourth one, 5 Spot Coffee. They took the title off of Bobby so they could put it on Drew. Oh, I already got that, didn't I? Drew versus Roman at Survivor. Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense, though. Drew would never take the title off of Roman. That would be horrible. Thomas the Gazelle, 2 Spot. My hospital patients chose Naruto over WWE. Well, they were smart, Thomas the Gazelle. I'll tell you that much, dude. Thanks, man. Unique Butterfly, 5 Spot Coffee. Where the hell is Goldberg? Wasn't Bobby in a feud with him and Goldberg saying that he was going to take Bobby's soul? Like, what the fuck? Unique Butterfly. Once again, you're using common sense and logic. Stop it. They're probably still going to have that match in Saudi. Goldberg versus Lashley, because Goldberg strategically did say that he doesn't even care about the title right now. He wants to get his hands on Lashley for what he did to his son. So you might still see that as an exhibition match, not as a title. That's all I've ever asked for. Stop putting Goldberg in title matches. It's your company, Vince. If you want him to come back, that's fine. But stop putting him in title matches. Just have him in an exhibition match. I just hope they don't have him beat Lashley. Come on, bro. I don't care if it's Saudi or not, SummerSlam or not, man. Lashley needs a bounce back. You can't have him drop the title, then lose a match to Goldberg, and then what the fuck's next? Is Bobby Lashley chasing around the 24/7 title? You're gonna have him dressed up like a fire truck? So he's chasing fucking R-Truth, who's dressed up as a tree, a redwood, who's chasing around Ninja Tozawa, who's dressed up in a fucking trash can. And Bobby Lashley is a giant fucking fire truck. Don't make me take out my hook and ladder. Unique butterfly. You're using logic. I love it. Vince hates it. Scott McMahon. Another 20 spot, bro. Scott McMahon is straight up MVP status up in this bitch. Thank you, Scott. Think from now on I'll book my own Monday Night Raw on 2K19. Hey, Scott. First of all, that's a good idea. Thank you for the 20 spot. Not needed. Always appreciated, my dude. But Scott, I believe 2K20, is that the newest one, 2K20? I think they're bringing back a general manager mode. I'm not a big gaming guy, but when I did play Raw versus SmackDown, my jam was general manager. So if they bring that back, BC's on board. Scott McMahon, much love and respect. Thank you for the 20 bombs, dude. You're the best. Carlos Ray, another 5-spot coffee, says, BC putting everything in perspective. Vince must not think too highly of Triple H running NXT 2.0. Of course not. Vince wants his hands on everything. And you know what we do, Carlos? We don't blame Bruce Pritchard or John Laurinaitis or Kevin Dunn or creative writer 617, uncreative writer 512. No. We blame one person on this channel, the owner. Because when something is this bad for this many years, I don't give a fuck about any yes men or employees anymore. It is Vince McMahon that is allowing this to get this bad. Bottom line, when you hear people like Bray Wyatt or Aleister Black or Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, talk about his vignettes and Bruce Pritchard believing in them, and you think I'm just going to start blaming Bruce for all of this when he has helped some of the best characters in all of pro wrestling's history. Aleister should have been one, Malachi. And they go to bat for Bruce Pritchard. Why? I'm not saying he doesn't have faults and he's not a yes man. But at what point do you blame the fucking owner? If your burger is bad for so long at your favorite restaurant and you keep telling the cook and the manager and nothing's changing, your burger keeps coming back burnt, I no longer want to hear about the cook or the manager. I want to talk to the fucking owner. No, on this channel, you can fuck off with Bruce. You can fuck off with Kevin. You can fuck off with Laurinaitis. BC's on a whole nother level in this community. You are only going to hear BC talk about one motherfucker to blame. Vince McMahon. There's going to be enablers. There's going to be people like Triple H that refuse to step up to the motherfucker, but it's still going to be Vince to blame for everything. And on this channel, because nobody else in the community will do it, everybody else, they won't blame Vince entirely. They want to share the blame. They let Vince off the hook. You'll see things like Vince and Bruce. Bruce and Vince. Laurinaitis and Vince. Kevin and Vince. I don't want to mix match names. Fuck that, fuck you. On this channel, I promise you guys, you'll get Vince McMahon's name in bold letters. Just the owner of this fucking company. Because it's been bad for too long. And Bruce Pritchard wasn't here this entire 10 years. So even when other people were in charge, it was this fucking bad. Paul Heyman couldn't even get a damn fucking nod over to him. Paul Heyman couldn't make it work. Vince McMahon's in charge. Even if you see other names right there with him. Vince and Bruce are in charge with NXT. Vince McMahon is the be-all, end-all. Cut the shit, everybody, if you think differently. Place the blame where it belongs. One son of a bitch. Thank you. Carlos, thank you, brother. Christopher Blackshear, what up, dude? 199. Congrats to Big E. Cheap rating pop for Vince. I'm losing my voice in this stream, guys. Well over 2 minutes. We've been hooting, howling, screaming, ranting. You guys are the best, man. I would rather not lose my voice any other way than right here with you guys, bro. Christopher Blackshear, 199. Congrats to Biggie. Cheap rating pop for Vince. No doubt and no doubt, Christopher. No doubt. Scott McMinn, another 5 spot. Pooh Bear versus Roman. That's good shit. I would love that, Scott. I love the old-fashioned Winnie the Pooh, man. Gotta get up. Gotta see a friend of mine. He's rounding these tubbly. I love him because he's just Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh. I love that shit, man. He'll always get a pop from BC. Half of this roster and plus, they don't get a pop from BC. They don't even get a reaction. Anyway, I know that was meant to be a joke, Scott. But I would love to see Pooh Bear on fucking Raw. It would wake me up, maybe. Scott with another 5 spot says, TK shows up on Monday. On Monday's Raw, buys WWE. WWE is now all elite. Several laughing hysterically emojis. Oh, Scott, remember when Shane McMahon showed up on Nitro and said that WWE has purchased WCW? Wouldn't that be something if Tony Khan shows up in a WWE? As I know you're kidding around, Scott, but even if that was to ever happen in the Khans purchase WWE, Vince's ego is too damn big. He would never allow Tony Khan to go middle of his ring to make that announcement. Scott McMahon, that would be a moment in all of our fucking lives and histories, man. That would be top of the list. Dave Mealy, 499. What up, Dave? It's passive-aggressive rules, pillow fight rules, finger point of doom rules. Dave Mealy, I mentioned it last week. You remember when Alexa Bliss faced Bayley? It was an Extreme Rules kendo stick match. And they were just tapping each other on the head. Tapping each other in the shoulder. You ever see Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler? Just tap it in. Just give it a tap, tap, taparoo. Just tap it in, tap, tap, tap. They were just tapping each other with the kendo stick. Bayley, Alexa. I think it was even for a title, if I recall. That was extreme. That was a kendo stick match. Dave Mealy, you have no fucking idea. Or you do, Dave Mealy. You're smart as a whip, dude. You know exactly where this pay-per-view is headed. Carlos Ray with another 5 spot says, I agree on SmackDown show. It was much better, but rumors are going around of a network wanting out of doing business with WWE. I guess just rumors. Yeah, that's utter bullshit, Carlos. There's no reputable source. Maybe it's like Melty Boy. I don't know. USA is getting 3 hours of fucking good money. You know, that's going to change if they keep going in this trajectory, but that's why it's 3 hours. You know, they're getting good advertiser revenue, bro. And USA knows. And Fox, they just had their best ratings ever. I think it tied the go-home show for the Rumble, 2.3 plus. So no network is pissed off with Vince. I'm sure they would like it better. But they're reaping benefits. My problem, Carlos, is if WWE and Vince McMahon, if he keeps neglecting, how's that word? I'll say neglecting, not neglecting. If he keeps neglecting his audience, and you keep going toward a 1.5 and below ratings-wise, yeah, USA Network is going to want to pull real quick. Thank you, Carlos. Notorious Nikki Smith, 5 spot coffee, no words needed, just showing the love. So Notorious Nikki Smith, BC is showing that love and respect right back to you. Thank you. Joey's Adventures, 499. Joey says, is there anyone you would be interested in Bray Wyatt facing in Impact, NWA, NJPW, GCW, etc. because of AEW's Forbidden Door being opened? Nope, to all of them. There is one place, I'm not even going to entertain the idea, Joey's Adventures. There is one place that Bray Wyatt needs to show up. Wyndham Rotunda. And it is... Come on. You know AEW. Did you honestly think I was going to say Impact? Did you like the slight pause for a heightened reveal? Did you think I was going to say Impact, which is what all the rumors are saying? No. Wyndham Rotunda's star power belongs in AEW. That's it. You want to talk about a forbidden door, a half-broken door? The axle on the door is off. The door handle's a little fucking wacky. I don't give a shit about a door. Right now, we need to see Wyndham Rotunda in AEW, and then you put a cap on that, and you don't let anyone else in. Sorry, Kevin Owens. Sorry, Sami Zayn. Sorry, anybody else. There's too many people in that roster. But before I can even go there, Joey's Adventures, let's put him in AEW first. A dude of Wyndham Rotunda's star power is showing up in Impact Wrestling? Wow, that would be dastardly bad, seriously pathetic, and nauseating-inducing. Nausea-inducing, how's that? Could you guys imagine, that's not even shade to Impact, I mean, I know it sounds that way, but could you imagine if The Fiend Bray Wyatt or Wyndham Rotunda, and whatever character he debuts, could you imagine if this dude debuted on Impact Wrestling with, oh, I don't know, nobody watching? That would be sad, bro. That would be sad. Anyway, Joey's Adventures. I'm going to say no to everyone until we get him in AEW. Then we can start talking about forbidden doors, doors being broken, double doors, glass doors, ugly doors. Joey's Adventures. Weed whacking Willie. Thank you for still not whacking those weeds yet, Willie. Watch Woods and Kofi win the tag titles again. Oh, it's going to happen. They're going to try to get any rub now from Big E. Good for them, I guess. This will be the 100th title reign for the New Day. But yeah, Weed whacking Willie. They're going to get some rub now off of Big E. I just hope they don't put them together now all the time, bro. I know we have the what do you call it? The draft coming up. New Day should absolutely be going over to SmackDown. I don't want to see them together. I'm done with the New Day for now. I'm done with it. Let Big E have a singles title reign. I don't know, in a singles way. I know that's a crazy concept. Let the dude be on his own. Weed whacking Willie. Man of 1,005 holds. 2 spot. Oh, what a rush this cash-in was. This sucks. Yeah, the booking of it, man, and all that, definitely not good. Big E winning it, though, doesn't suck at all. Big E winning it, pretty fucking awesome. I just wish it was done better, but that's my boy there, man, so salute to Big E. Eric Decker, 5 spot coffee. Now my decision was made easy to not go to Extreme Rules. Thanks, WWE, for making me save my money. And Eric Decker, it's not like the unit or BC has persuaded you not to go. We're just dropping facts. Not even half the card is filled out, and you're less than 2 weeks, Eric Decker. You're paying money for no reason other than Vince just basically taking it and not giving you anything of satisfaction to go back home with. So, Eric Decker, I don't see any... I think you're making the right move, bro. Carlos ran another 5 spot coffee. Says, great show, BC. Nothing beats the live shows dropping those facts. Salute, brother. Much love and respect to you and the AMP unit. Thank you for those words, Carlos. I know it sounds like I'm just on a loop here, but it's always good seeing you, Jer9, War Dog, all you guys, man, NJPW girl, all you guys in the chat from the moment we get this thing started, all the time. Whether it's live or not, even if it's just audio format only. You can't even see BC. I'm out in the world. It's just like podcast format. You guys still show the love, and you're the first ones to do such. So, Carlos, I really do appreciate those words, and I hope you know that I mean that wholeheartedly, man. Majesty, it's on a delay, but I think Majesty said something about I should get royalties for the Charlie doll. I know. They stole my name for Charlotte Flair, Charlie, man. But they're not watching, right? Fuck that. They're watching. Keep up those, man. Even though we're just shooting the shit. If anybody's just tuning in, man, smash those ups for me, man. Let's get that closer to 500. So the thousands later know that we rock this stream out, man. 500 on the ups to start off. That's a pretty good jump off point. So let's keep rocking that unit. I'm not done yet. I got some more super, so I'm going to stick around for a little bit more. I just got to get them. I'm on a delay, as I said, but yep, there's a few more here, guys. Enforcer 2K9, 2 spot. Goldberg should have speared Lashley before the cash-in. Right, so Enforcer 2K9, you're saying like this should be kind of more SummerSlam if you're going to do it, right? Enforcer 2K9, like SummerSlam or Extreme Rules. Why do this on a Raw? We know the reasoning. We know why. I already went over that with you. Monday Night Football, 18-49 demo is now in AEW's court. I get it. But Enforcer 2K9, like, do something, man. Make it believable. I mean, Lashley's leg wasn't fucking hurt and he's selling it, and then 3 minutes later, Big E's just the winner? I love my boy Big E. I'm glad to see that moment. I don't like what happened to Lashley last night. Enforcer 2K9, no lies detected. Dan Falcone. Dan with a coffee 5-spot says, number one, BC, I'm new here. You are awesome and true to what you say. Now, with that said, I was a huge WWF fan, but that died because of Vince. AEW is my fave. Dan Falcone, several to unpack. There's a lot to unpack in that comment. First of all, you telling BC that he's number one. Egotistically, I'll say obviously, but in all honesty, man, thank you for those words, man, and thank you for making me your number one. And you say you're new here. I'm just glad that you can, first and foremost, accept the amplification that I deliver in the truth and the honesty, and I hope that that can continue. Because we're going to stay amplified. And there's many times where maybe you don't agree, Dan Falcone, or maybe I dissed your favorite superstar. But just know, Dan, it's in the best interest of the company that I review like I review. And that's what makes me number one, Dan. So I appreciate those words, dude. And I'm just happy, Dan Falcone, that you gave AEW a chance, because there's still a lot of people in pro wrestling, a lot of fans that will not, they refuse to give AEW a chance. So thank you for at least doing that. Dan, appreciate it, man. Carlos, another 5-spot. BC just wanted to clear the air on that network rumor that's been thrown at me starting yesterday. I thought that was bogus. Thanks. Salute. Yeah, Carlos, man. You see that a lot, right? The networks are this and the networks are that. But then you look at the sources, and there's no reputable way that you can find out if that's any truth. Nobody from USA Network is leaking that. Nobody from Fox. Nobody within the wrestling companies. So who's really saying to these sources? You know what I mean? I'm a business guy. I'm a numbers guy. There's no doubt there's some unhappiness. But, Carlos, nobody's trying to get out right now. The money is still good. My problem is, and what I've been saying for months now, maybe even years, is that if you keep going in this trajectory and the numbers keep going backwards and you keep forgetting about your audience or not listening to your audience, Vince is going to find himself in a world of shit. You add in what AEW is doing right now on TNT, bro, it's going to expedite the process. And then not only will Vince be in a world of shit, it'll be too late. You won't be able to pull Vince out of the world of shit. But Carlos, I know you don't got to explain yourself, bro. I know you heard something, you're running it by BC. Sometimes there's accuracy to it, so I'm glad that you do that. But on this seems bogus to me until I get an actual reputable fucking source, and they got that information in a reputable way. Fuck that. That's why you won't hear BC talk about it. Thank you, Carlos, as always, man. Dino, 10 spot. I heard someone within the company said 4 hours of Raw would be beneficial to us. As if we need 4 hours of that shit. I love how I laughed and Dino put 3 hysterical laughing emojis right after the beneficial to us 4 hours. Dino laughed at his own shit when he fucking wrote it. Because that's funny, Dino. You're exactly right. Nick Khan is like, 4 hours? It'll be better for everybody. Nick Khan, go sit down, bro. We're putting you in timeout. I tell you, Dino. But these are Vince's employees, man, you know. This is who he wants. These are his scapegoats anyway, but everybody is doing the work of Vince McMahon. Brucey is over here, production-wise with Kevin. Financially, you got Nikki over here. Stephanie's doing some business over here. And they're all the yes people to one person, Vince McMahon. You can blame all of the yes men. You can blame all of the corporate schmoozers. I can fucking speak. I need another coffee. All the corporate schmoozers. But at the end of the day, it's one person, bro. But Dino, yeah, Nick Khan. Let's add a 4th hour. Weed Whackin' Willie, 5 spot. Wyatt was the first to pin all 3 Shield members. And if Bliss beats Flair, she'll have won titles from all 4 horsewomen. Ironic. Ironic or by design. Those are some of Wyatt's, that's one of Wyatt's only claim to fame, because Vince tried to ruin him on a lot of big stages, man. I still remember, top of my head, Goldberg in Saudi. I remember Seth Rollins at Hell in a Cell. I remember Randy Orton from this past WrestleMania by one RKO. Vince has ruined this dude on the big stage a lot of times. So the fact that he's beaten all the Shield members, That's one claim to fame I guess he can have. But that is an interesting statistic for Alexa Bliss, I'll tell you that much. Who was that? Weed Whacking Willie. Thanks for that statistic, man. Interesting shit. Weed Whacking Willie also has a 2-spot. Says, Bray is rumored for the 9/29 edition of AEW Upstate New York. Yeah, just rumor, though, Weed Whacking Willie. That is just a rumor. But I did hear the same thing. Here's the thing, though. We initially heard there was a 90-day clause. So that would take us past 9/29. So if that's the case, that means there was no 90-day clause. And that rumor started, Weed Whacking Willie, because that is in Rochester, I believe, correct? And that's where Brody Lee was from. That was his debut. So it's kind of paying homage to Brody Lee when he formed or was at the helm, the leadship of the Dark Order. So everyone's kind of connecting dots. But if there is a 90-day, wouldn't that put it past the 9/29 date? And Bray Wyatt would have to obviously hold off. Be interesting to see. But yeah, Weed Whacking Willie, I did hear that as well. Enforcer 2K9 5-spot. What I mean is, if you were going to have the Biggie cash in, have Goldberg run in and spear Lashley to protect Lashley and pull him away from a rematch. No, I get it, Enforcer 2K9. I'm saying, yeah, but you could have just done something at SummerSlam too. Lashley wins post-match, gets a fucking, I don't know. But at a pay-per-view, Enforcer 2K is what I'm saying. No matter what, this cash-in should have happened at a pay-per-view. You have to have prestige for the title, prestige for the guy winning the title, prestige for the guy losing the title. So I get what you're saying, dude. And you're saying he could just show up on Raw and set that up, and Lashley looks better. I totally agree. But what I'm saying kind of trumps that even, Enforcer 2K. It shouldn't have been done on Raw, period. And that's why on your original Super, I said, yeah, then do it at SummerSlam then. You know, don't have all this fuckery just because of Monday Night Football and the 18-49 demo went over to AEW. Stop that shit. But I got you, Enforcer 2K9. I completely agree with you. VC Stallion up in this bitch. What up? 199. VC, sorry I'm late. Had to mow the lawn. Well, don't call for Weed Whacking Willie because he's been in the chat the whole time. Lawn Mowing Larry can probably help you. I haven't heard from him. And careful of Honkin' Holly. She'll be doing laps around your fucking lawn, honking away. But Weed Whacking Willie's up in the chat, VC Stallion. Hopefully you were able to mow your lawn without. But it's all good, VC Stallion. We are toward the end. But I am going to put this up on the channel later because I know that's usually when thousands of people start joining in. So this will go up. Just make sure, VC Stallion, you smash that up for me as we hit toward 450 live before we take off. Thank you, VC Stallion. Woo! You guys are fucking awesome, man. Let me get a swig of coffee before I continue. You guys are fucking... We're going another 100+ supers, bro. Like 100 different super chat. I mean, you guys are fucking off the hook as always. Wow. You guys are the best, man. And JDE, 10 spot, couple of coffees. I'm a Cowboys fan. Hit the bricks, JD. I'm not even reading the rest. Fucking asshole. No, I'm playing, JDE. I'm playing, brother. I'm playing, man. Thank you for the 10 spot. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm going to say this. Vince is like Jerry Jones. They're so used to making money that they're right even when they're wrong, and they'll do whatever they can to make you wrong. Perfectly put, JD. I've been saying this for the longest time about Jerry Jones and Vince. It's good to have somebody who is a Cowboys fan say the same thing. Just in case anybody thinks that I'm speaking out of term, JDE knows what's up, and I completely agree, brother. And they're buddies too, JD. I'm sure you're not fucking... You probably already knew that, or you're not shocked by that, but they're good friends. And we got VC Stallion, $4.99. Coffee. VC Stallion says, my birthday is today as well, but I wanted to pop in when I saw you were live. While I'm near, what's your opinion on KO and Gargano expiring contracts? First, happy birthday, VC Stallion. I'd sing you happy birthday, but I'm not going to. My chat, man. Everybody show VC Stallion some love, though, on a happy birthday, man. Some coffees, maybe some fucking, I don't know. Is there such thing as a birthday cake emoji, maybe? Or a slice of fucking cake? Is there a cake emoji? I don't know, dude. I don't do a lot of fucking emojis. Hey, there's the cake. There's a fucking cake. There's even a party fucking streamer. Fuck yeah, you guys rock. You guys know a lot more than I do on this, man. Hey, VC Stallion, there you go. There's some fucking birthday love for you. How's that? I'm feeling generous at the end of this stream. So that's for you, VC Stallion. As for KO and Gargano and their contracts expiring, I don't know what to really say. Good luck in Impact. You know, go to New Japan and rock that shit. We'll be watching. We'll be following. But unfortunately, VC Stallion, there's no place, and this sucks to say this, there is no place literally in AEW for either one. Because once you get in Murphy, which is already, that's where he's going, right? Some people are saying Impact, but the videos he shot were the same as Ruby Soho and Malachi Black. So you bring in Murphy, and then you obviously got to bring in Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, The Fiend. You just brought in Punk and Bryan Danielson, and you're trying to use Malachi Black and Miro the right way, and Andrade. Hangman had to get a slight boot. Now, his wife is pregnant, I understand, but they didn't really have him winning this title anyway. That was not in the cards for this year. So Hangman is kind of in flux. Christian is in flux. Now, Mox, try getting him another big feud. I mean, there's people in flux. Forget about homegrown talent like the Jungle Boys and the Orange Cassidys and the Brian Cages, who's already miserable right now in the roster. Him and his wife are fucking shooting on Tony. They're pissed off at Tony. You're already hearing AEW upset at how they're being booked. They're only in their second year. So how the fuck are you now going to bring in KO? You're going to bring in Gargano? You're going to bring in Sami Zayn? You're going to bring in Ricochet? You're going to bring in Keith Lee? Where are they going? Where the fuck are they going, VC Stallion? I know you didn't ask about AEW straight out, but I'm just trying to show that AEW has to close up shop. If you can land Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, land him, and then call it quits for a little bit. Tony Khan, at some point, has to turn around that help wanted sign. Hiring for help. Turn that around, take it down. We're no longer hiring right now. We'll keep your resume on tap, but not now. That's the truth, guys. VC Stallion. I'll just play the AEW card right now. Otherwise, they're going to have to go. They can't go there. They have to go to Impact, New Japan. I would love to see Kevin Steen in ROH. Let's rock that bitch once more. Gargano. I mean, I love ROH, so, you know, I'd be a little more biased to see that over any other promotion, even Japan. But VC Stallion, much love. Happy birthday again. Hopefully you felt the love, man, from the unit. We had a lot of fun. We even have present emojis like GIFs. That's pretty fucking wild, Anwar Wallace. Got Sundays, Unique Butterflies giving you fucking Sundays over there. That looks fucking delicious, Unique. They're making emojis look fucking real and delicious now, man. Thanks for showing the love, guys. Dino is going to wrap this up with supers, man. What a fucking wild ride and stream. We're about to go over 2.5 hours. Dino wraps it up with a 5-spot unit. Let's get those likes up to 500. Send BC away happy. Red team, go. Yeah, man. We'll rock 450 at least, Dino. So, yeah, pretty cool, man. That does make me happy because that shows the thousands coming in later that not only we rock the stream, but it gives us a good jumping off point for the algorithm. So, just the fact that we're on our way to 500 live, you guys are the best. So I appreciate that. Who was that? Dino. And for everybody that took a moment to smash those ups, man, you guys are the best. Thank you, Dino. Did I give you a proper red team go? Red team go! I'm losing my voice for you guys, man. I'd have it no other way. Make sure I got caught up with everybody, man. I think that was everybody. BC done did it, man. Well over 100 supers, man. You guys are the best. But I make it a point to make sure everybody... And if I did miss anybody, all apologies. I'll get you in the next stream, hopefully. But I was on a mega delay, as I have been really since I started live streaming, man. I'm always on some type of delay. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you rock the rest of this day out. And I don't know when the next vid will be. Hopefully, I can cover AEW Dynamite this week. That's the hope. I don't know if it's going to be live, but even if it's an audio format only, don't forget to show the love right back, man. Love that I can do this for you guys. Love that you guys allow me to do it, and I thank you for making me your #1 dude in the community. I know there's a lot of other choices, and I'm the last one. I come the next day. Everyone else already has a review. BC comes the next fucking day, and I still have hundreds live, thousands that tune in within 36 hours. I mean, you guys are the best, bro. I say that like it's on a loop, but it's so fucking true. Thank you for 450 on the ups as we hit toward 500. And now, BC's going to put this live on the channel and watch the meter. Watch the meter go into the thousands, because something happens when I go live, man. The algorithm just kicks in. And you watch this motherfucker go into thousands. And that's when everybody is going to feel the amplification, man. So, it's always cool to have the live unit up in here, man. The live crowd. 450. We're about to hit 500 within the next 10, 20 minutes. That's you guys. Much love. I'm going to get another fresh coffee, man. I've been nursing this so it could get through the stream. Now I get to down it and go get a fresh hot one. Peace, guys. Much love. Till next time.